And we are coming down in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler, and I'm joined by
Mock.
Sheen Washable.
Nope.
Yoshi.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Like how he threw the hands up.
Excuse me?
It's your turn.
And the Red Baron.
Boom. The engine didn't even start on that one. I will give him credit. You did whisper it a little bit.
But I heard it. Mock heard it.
I heard
Mock Sheen Washable.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
basically deaf.
Yeah,
okay?
so I
let's
won't give you any credit, Yoshi.
Hey,
You green bitch.
don't be jelly. Yeah, bitch.
It's kind of fitting that you're Yoshi, though. Because, like, if you're
Oh,
Yoshi,
one
like,
second.
we're all like Marios. And anybody who's ever really played Mario knows that when you're falling down in the gap, you jump off of Yoshi and let Yoshi fall to its death while you
Sacrifice it.
You know what's funny? Fuck all.
Have you ever seen the meme of that where, like, that's happening and, like Mario turns around and flips off Yoshi while Yoshi's, like, crying?
That's you, Kyle. That's you.
That's okay.
Crying.
All right.
But it's loved by all.
Let's see. I think it's time that we introduce the Around the Horn starting line. There you go. Around the Horn starting lineup. Say your beer, drink your private stock. Starting with me, once I get it open. Jeff, go ahead.
I
and
did
start
that.
while I do this.
I did that.
Yeah, that side of the table is really bad at opening fucking bottles.
We got from the Tanker Truck series by Two Roads, we have the Tropical Fruit Ghost.
The newest.
That's right.
Ooh.
I broke
Nice
the
and
last
fruity.
cork because I like the noise that it made.
Private stock.
Oh, yes.
I have also from Two Roads, in collaboration with Industrial Arts Brewing, the New England IPA Bloomerang. Brand new. I wish I brought a glass because the inside of this thing is like it's like someone mixed like a melted pink crayon with mud.
From New England Brewing Company, I have the former Gandhi bot,
Good.
now known as G-bot. For,
No,
I guess,
it's always Gandhi Bot.
well, in my heart, and I think your guys'
We're
heart
going to
as
get a
well.
lot of hate mail now.
That's
How
what it was
dare
called.
we.
I tell you what, any mail's good mail.
That's right.
Any mail's good mail.
True that. True that. True that. True.
Send everything to, what is it, Talmadge Hill?
That's just dreadful.
I don't get mail, so it's okay.
I have from Dogfish Head Brewing a 60-minute IPA.
Nice, nice.
Very nice.
And I got from Blue Moon Brewing Company. Blue Moon.
Cut the mic.
Blue.
Actually, any and all hate mail you have, send it to what is it? 888 North Colony Road in Wallingford, Connecticut.
If you're going to do that, that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Address it to the Burger King.
Wow.
He'll know what it means.
That's going to leave some hair on my chest.
You said that in a Gilberto accent.
Oh, senora.
It's after the married woman.
Gilberto's coming out.
All right, toast of excellence. Mine is to Mookie Betts for hitting this for the cycle.
Fuck.
We should start like we used to send him in the group chat so that we could call
It's
him.
going to be my back-to-back Mookie. Fuck.
I could cancel it.
No.
Okay.
If I can go,
Nope.
I like to toast Oakland Athletics center fielder Ramon Loreno. I don't know if you guys saw
Yeah.
the outstanding play he made.
The best thing is like the first baseman. Like I don't think he realized it until it was like right in front of him. That like, oh, I could get this guy out.
It was incredible. Cheers.
Souls.
Souls? Yep.
Oh, Souls. Okay. Mine to the Philly GM, Matt Quintek.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
For getting another good steal by just trading a minor league pitcher for Justin Bour. For nothing.
Was a good move.
Kendall, it better be baseball.
Bye, Santana.
Ooh, it's not baseball.
Alternate jerseys.
I love alternate jerseys. No. Actually, mine was to Chase Daniel. Having some fun at training camp.
Oh,
Did you see that when he put on the bucket hat and got Trubisky's autograph?
Trubisky didn't know it was Chase Daniels.
It was hilarious. So, hats off to you, Chase.
Good thing he's working hard out there.
Yeah. Getting ready. Got a hold some kicks this season.
NBA or MLB?
NBA.
I'm tossing up in my head. NBA? Mine's going out to Isaiah Thomas for calling Cleveland a shithole.
Anybody else a big fan of all the memes of Melo, like talking about how like the Hawks are undefeated with Melo, and like
Greatest Hawk of
no
all time.
points allowed.
no turnovers. I also would like to give a Getting Sports with Drunk shout out. Friend of mine, John Keller. You guys might know him. He owns the sports memorabilia shop on Center Street, and he's a big time sports guy. WWE, all that stuff. And he went to an event out in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Got a picture with a few ex-WWE stars who were doing some independent stuff. I'd like to give a big Getting Sports with Drunk shout-out to the new big-time wrestling champion, Kevin Nash.
I knew where this was headed.
All I see is the white beard.
Boo.
There he is, guys.
Suck it, Mike.
It's a great picture.
Who did he beat to win that title?
James Ellsworth.
And, did you guys know anybody named Sean Murphy? Probably not. But commented, I met him once. Genuinely decent guy.
Nope.
We'd love to have him in Wallingford again.
If you're listening to this,
We can get him
come
on the
our
show, and I'll try to tell him that he sucks.
What do you mean you'll try? You can just tell him, and then you can try to not get your ass beat.
I'd have to sit where you're sitting, though, right near the door, and leave it open.
Yeah, but the thing is we'll just have Jeff back his chair up an inch, and then he can't get the door open.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. There's a mail slot.
well,
The guy's got an answer
or I
for
try to
everything.
leg sweep him and hurt myself kicking his massive legs.
Jeff sprains his ankle by kicking him.
Kyle's gonna eat his butt.
I don't know if that's true.
I'm gonna lick
You
his
know what?
nipples.
But you didn't confirm it wasn't true. You said you don't know. So there's a
This
chance.
took a turn.
Well, if he's
So,
gonna kill Mike, I probably would let him
anyway.
kill Mike.
Kendall's gonna be sitting in the corner making out
Call
with
me
X-Pac.
Mike.
I don't know. Why does it matter? It's your name.
All right.
And I will be giving my fake throw up noise today at some point.
Thanks.
Sweet. Anything else?
No, that's it. It's a good one.
That's
Maybe
all we have for you today, folks.
Maybe a moo today too.
Oh, now we're talking. Let's get that one going.
Now we're talking.
Don't tell us when though. But when?
You'll
Soon.
find out.
In the first half of the show, though.
This one's gonna be in the first half of the show.
Oh yes.
All these spoilers are given away.
It's like
Stay
right
tuned.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought Red Baron had some show ideas for today.
I do.
Um,
Do you guys
he's
wanna
sitting
go
there all
first?
nice
Forgetting
and
something
silent.
Hey, real quick,
we
before that,
do
I got a question.
Every goddamn show.
Which one of these do you think would get more media attention? John Wall winning the MVP, Kevin Durant scoring 90 points, LeVar calling out LeBron, or the Nets winning 25 straight games?
LeVar calling out LeBron.
Yeah. More than 90 points.
All right, what if I trade the LeVar one for Dwight Howard going 5 for 5 from beyond the arc?
I don't remember the other options.
KD drops 90. KD drops 90.
John
John Wall wins unanimous MVP. The Nets win 25 straight games.
The Nets win 25 straight games.
That's just pretty impressive. Whoever does it.
And in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
that's
time market.
Brooklyn is right next to Queens, and Queens is where stupid superheroes come from.
Nope.
Ha! Suck on it.
Shot trivia.
Oh yeah. Who has it?
Oh, good job, Jeff.
Yeah.
I think you should be rewarded with some private stock.
Yeah.
That's mine. No question. Real quick, let me pull up an NFL stat for you guys.
Why is there gonna be football?
These throwbacks.
I
These
love-
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I was going to say,
Jeff-
Kendall's been asking.
Oh no.
Well, that private stock was perfectly placed in.
Kendall's been asking the question for like 4 weeks.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be like Kendall to get his own question wrong?
He just keeps losing his own things.
Ah, darn it.
How many?
Alrighty.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Ooh, off the top of the head.
If you don't have one, I could do one.
Carmelo Anthony,
Scored this many points as an Atlanta Hawk.
Kyle goes,
the best Atlanta Hawk of all time,
Mhm.
best defender, isn't known for his defense. How many rebounds per game does he average on his career? Take your time guessing. Take your time guessing.
5.7.
I had a good sports trivia question in case it was me today. It was gonna be I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100.
And it was a
So we're talking Melo career-wise,
Rebound average per game.
rebound average per game.
What'd you say, Souls?
5.7.
Okay.
You know, and I gotta applaud Kyle because Jeff said, you know, take your time, and Kyle answered immediately.
Yeah,
Give
that's
him-
a very soulless thing to do.
I had to do it. It's how I work as a person.
So just trying to help J Mart out over there, but I think Melo's got more than 5.7 rebounds.
Oh yeah, I think you're out of your fucking mind.
I think
5.8.
I think it's in the 6.4 range.
6.4.
You can't say range. It doesn't count. It's not being in the middle, you dick.
Kyle, there's been 2 answers.
But
you
you
idiot.
knew in your head that someone's going higher.
I'm gonna go 3-6.
Wow, you're taking a shot next week.
I was gonna say wow, I'm almost at 7. 6.7. 6.7. No, you know what? I'm gonna change it. 6.8.
The answer.
Is 6.5.
Wow.
So fuck souls.
What? Kendall lost.
Hey, but you're,
Well, you called me out for my answer.
Yeah.
And I was.
And I
pretty
made
spot
myself
on.
further away.
Kyle, actually, you should get the shot because you're an asshole.
Okay, then give me the fucking thing.
I won't give it to you. You can retrieve it.
Not your messenger.
I got small ass
But
hands.
no,
for this
Kendall,
shit.
you lost.
I know.
Definitely.
Can you stop losing?
Why would you say 3?
I don't know.
He's a small forward.
He's a bulky small forward.
The only small forward I know that could probably average 3 rebounds a game is like Andre Kirilenko.
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
Kendall.
It
Hold
was
on.
just a guess. I
And
don't
Mark
know.
knows who that is because yesterday someone asked him if he was a lifelong Pels fan.
And he answered the correct thing. Yes.
Pels. Also, we could turn the top of this bottle into a coin that we could use for the show sometime.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
We could fill it in here with some lacquer or semen or something,
Or
you know.
some Flex Seal.
Silly putty.
Phil Swift. I think we get him on the show. Give
Probably
us a
could.
demonstration.
Stop making empty promises.
I just got to send a couple emails.
Yeah, just like Mock's Twitter beefs that never happened.
That's,
Listen, I've tried. I can't get responses.
You've only tried with Michael Bennett and Kevin Nash.
Yeah. Neither of them answered.
you got to keep going. Got to keep firing away.
You gotta go for like lower profile people.
Yeah,
Start
Kevin
hitting-
Nash and Michael Bennett.
Go JaVale McGee. I got a good feeling about him.
No, I'm thinking like Spencer Dinwiddie.
So I think I could get Kevin Durant because he's pretty active on
Nah.
Twitter.
Maybe.
One of his accounts.
What you gotta do is find one of his spam accounts and tweet at it and be like, I don't think KD's really that good. And it'll be like at the not real Kevin Durant.
At the not
I believe he is good, actually.
I believe is.
I think y'all are just being mean because he's kind of lanky, can't gain weight.
Tried, but couldn't. I know from a friend. I'm not Kevin Durant.
I actually had a luncheon with his mother one time. She spilled out a lot of things about him. He still sleeps with her and sucks his thumb.
I don't do that, but he might.
Kendall?
Well, I figured today we'd talk about some
Yeah.
players.
Nice.
Nice, right?
Yeah.
And see if, talk about contracts and if they were worth the money after what they did.
All right, so far you're not worth the $0 we've been giving you.
All right.
Bitch.
Yeah,
Well, I prepared that,
team
so we don't have to
option,
do it.
Don't even bother.
All right, I've been cut for a while. I just haven't decided to leave.
Well, do you have one in mind?
If
you wanna
anybody
go?
says a specific name, this side of the table is going to jump over and kick that person's ass. Just want that to be known. It was talked about in the podcast chat. No.
We're talking about a guy that. No, I won't do it.
Well,
Now here's a guy.
actually, first guy that kind of came to mind was Chad Ochocinco. And I think he was not worth the money. I can bring up his salary for you in just a moment. I didn't save it.
So now,
Well, like, what are we talking about, though? Like, what team, what tenure,
His entire career.
when we were talking about this idea yesterday, I think what we were going for is, was he worth the money he earned throughout his career?
Oh.
But it can be specific. So we talked about Albert Pujols.
Oh, what a
and
dick.
Kyle,
No, there goes the only one Kyle had prepared.
I'm prepared to
I don't
fight
think he was
over
worth the
this.
money for Los Angeles. He was worth the money for St. Louis.
Angels. No,
I don't think-
I agree.
But we just said career.
So what are we doing?
Career wise,
We could do either
so
or.
career-wise,
It
you're saying
depends.
that the best hitter we've seen.
career wise, earned every penny.
Yes, I'm saying, but as an
Alright.
Angel, he doesn't
I rest
deserve
my
that money.
case.
He doesn't
What are we
deserve that
doing
money
then?
as an
We
Angel.
We doing career?
He
or are we
sucked
doing...
as an Angel.
So I prepared for both Because, I mean, a guy like I have
Oh, not on the fence kind of guy.
I have a guy like Joe Mauer who has played his entire career with one team. So you can't, oh, well, what did he do?
Yeah.
So, but then I also have a guy like Adam Vinatieri. We think the Colts was worth the money. What has he done with the Colts? Won a Super Bowl.
Made a lot of field goals.
But he's not the guy he was.
The Joe Mauer one.
I don't know. I mean, year in, year out, Vinatieri's
Lot of beef.
one of the top kickers every year for his entire career.
Is Le'Veon Bell going to be worth whatever money he gets?
We'll find out.
No.
That's not the answer you can give. It's yes or no. I mean, he was already offered $18 million. Said that wasn't enough.
Yeah, fuck him.
Just saying. Is he going to be worth?
Baltimore is going to love him.
If someone gives him $22 million,
Let's go to the
is he worth
Jets.
$22 million a year?
I really don't think any team's going to give him that.
But
But if they
okay,
do,
is he worth more than $18 million a year?
No.
No running
Without
back
a
worth
chance.
more than $18 million a year.
Honestly, I don't think any player is worth more than $18 million a year. I'm sorry.
He's already
It doesn't
28.
matter if you have an Aaron Rodgers or a Tom Brady. You need other pieces.
Oh, absolutely.
Basketball, sure. One guy, nope. If you have a team with Antonio Brown and Julio Jones on it, that's just as good as with no quarterback as Tom Brady is with no receivers.
You know how much money Kamara makes?
Nothing, because he was a fifth-round pick.
Yeah.
You know how much money
he
Tariq
did.
Cohen makes?
Nothing, because he was also a late round.
Do you understand that the Bears might have the best backfield in all of football this year, and I think altogether they're making less than like $1 million?
Yeah, they're still young. They're
Well, Benny
around
Cunningham's not young. He's just fat.
Man, I had this
I
Ocho
want to
Cinco
hear
numbers.
about Maurer, because now I'm upset.
Well, I said he was worth the money.
All right. That's fine.
Good.
Good. Good.
But Chad Johnson, Chad Ochocinco,
Which one?
I don't think it was ever worth it. Because we're looking at a guy who was a receiving yards leader once, made it to the playoffs 4 times in his career.
Lost in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, a guy who is essentially a number 1, but was aided immensely with TJ Houshmandzadeh. I mean, I'm trying to look here.
TJ, who's your mama?
Chad Ochocinco, not worth the money.
Yeah, that article that I wrote.
You wrote it would be Chad Ochocinco, not worth the money. Houston rules.
Houston
He's
rules.
one of the best kicking receivers I've ever seen.
That's right. And he gets on with New England, tail end of his career. Yeah, I get it.
Just like you get off
But-
of New England.
But I mean, you make it to the Super Bowl and you get 1 reception. I mean,
Did he win the Super Bowl?
no, lost to the Giants.
Good.
He was on that team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he did anything.
Which year? 11?
11.
Wow.
Also, Saints got Michael Floyd. Yay.
Yeah, we're looking at a guy who's only been a yards leader once. He's been on the field most of his career, so I'll give him that. Not a guy who's been hurt.
No, he didn't deserve the money. He's a great talent, but he talked more than he played.
Right. And he's got a bajillion fines, which doesn't come out of the team pocket, but
Well, that's just Cincinnati culture in football.
Yeah, really.
He's got a point. They all suck. Just like their head coach that should have been fired 24 years ago.
Tomlin?
What? Tomlin sucks too. I'm not denying that.
Since when do you think Tomlin sucks, Kyle? Because you used to say he was like
After
the best
last
coach in
year,
the league.
it was a terrible.
Yeah, that's the loyalty of Kyle there. You get
No, 'cause
how many rings does he have with
One.
just one?
He should have a lot more.
He should.
Why should he have a lot more?
First of all,
So it's on the coach.
all the talent that he had around him, and he didn't get him
All the-
prepared for the games.
All the weed smoking, contract negotiating assholes.
How you gonna fucking go out and give up 45 points to fucking Blake Bortles?
Your defense
It's all about
just
this-
isn't good.
No, it's not even that.
I mean that.
Fucking, you have to see what you have, and focus on the offensive strength that you're facing. Blake Bortles ain't gonna torch you.
He did.
No, they didn't. They ran, and we can't stop the run. So just put fucking 10 people in the box.
That's not gonna work.
No.
That's
No,
not gonna
I'm
work.
sure sometimes in Madden I'll do the special teams field goal block if they're run heavy and they just throw a Hail Mary. They audible. It doesn't work like that.
What do you guys think about David Backus? Is he worth the money?
Good name.
I don't know who that is.
Wait, who'd he say?
All right, moving on.
Kevin Boss?
No.
He was worth nothing.
I'm going to go with my
Martellus Bennett.
Worst.
Actually,
Not worth the
No,
money.
Bennett.
Actually, if you're talking Kevin, I mean, he didn't make a ton of money, and he had a great season with it. So he won a Super Bowl.
He got paid as a Raider, right?
Did they give him a big contract?
Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah. Gilbert was on my list.
That guy's still getting paid lots of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't worth nothing.
No.
Now, hold on.
Hold on. Yeah, that's some horse shit.
Almost a score. I think he was a scoring leader one year.
Gilbert Arenas could have been. Granted, I know it's all could have been, but Gilbert Arenas was shaping up to be one of the best point guards in the NBA, maybe that we've ever seen.
Just so
he was very good.
that he had gun charges
And therefore, he's not worth
in
the
the
money.
locker room playing cards.
With Deshaun Stevenson.
No, it
Now I don't
wasn't
know what they
Deshaun,
make,
it
but do you
was
think
like
Glenn Baby Davis is worth the money in the Big Three?
Yes. Anyways.
Timothy Mozgov?
No.
Case in point. Guy
Yeah.
averages a career of, and I'm probably
Anybody
wrong,
except for Anthony Davis on the
maybe
Pels.
6 points, maybe less. He's not an interior defender at 7'1", and he had one finals appearance. He didn't win that year, right?
Probably
Or
not.
was he coming off the Cavs win? But he got fucking 4 years, like $64 million, which at the time I believe was more than Steph Curry until he got his big.
Yeah, I think he was the highest paid player for like a week.
And for
See,
what?
I think. I mean, you guys know better than me, but I bet there's a lot more names in basketball
Oh yeah.
than the other sport, just because there's so much more money to be thrown at the players.
Well, it's just
I can think of like
it's
20
like,
off the
hey,
top of my
we're gonna
head.
go ahead and give you the same cap space as the NFL, even though you only have a sixth of the players.
yeah.
It's bad.
Do you think-
Chandler Parsons.
Do you think Zach LaVine was worth the contract that he got?
No. Not yet.
I don't think so
Are we
either.
basing that off injury? I think it's on par. They kind of had to. Do I think he's worth it? Not yet.
I think
He
that,
will be. Yeah.
I don't think he's worth it, but I think it was the right move by the Bulls.
Yes.
I think that
That's like
when he
a
comes back to
tricky one.
form, that's because he's right now they have a very young team. They're gonna do very well.
'Cause when he's on, he's
Speaking of the
hitting
Bulls-
threes and also can drive the lane. So you can't. There's no real way to guard him.
Speaking of the Bulls, I had a dream last night that we went to Minnesota for a Timberwolves game, like how we would go to our Pittsburgh games. But instead of Kendall, it was Robin Lopez in the car.
Same guy.
You've
I've
been
actually
booted.
remembered it. God, do you think Mike Vick on the Steelers was worth it?
He won a game.
He won 2 games.
Even though the one game against the Chargers, he didn't really win it, but it's okay.
He didn't willy win it.
You Wesky Wabbits.
What about Jamarcus Russell's contract?
No, not at all.
I mean,
Well, hold on.
we're talking about him still, aren't we?
But hold on. If he didn't make that amount of money, he wouldn't have been able to eat all that food, and he wouldn't have gotten fat.
That's not true. All you need is $4 at
Here's my
Wendy's.
thing. Now, cocaine.
Yeah, but every time.
how are you fat and do cocaine?
He was eating the cocaine.
Plot twist: it was actually sugar.
Oh, Jamarcus, I miss you.
It's like Tyler Johnson getting a big contract after like 3 years. He's not worth that. He either comes off the bench or he does minimal production.
Also, Sixers rookie Zary Smith
Yeah.
getting surgery.
It's the pattern, dude. Just
So-
get used to it.
So I know Kyle's gonna instantly say no.
I can't wait for this one.
Joe Flacco.
Worth it. Elite level.
If anybody else says he's worth it, I'm gonna punch you all in the face. Because ever since that contract, he's been a fucking bust for that team.
Injuries.
He just sucks.
I got one for Kendall or for Kyle and Jeff.
Well, hold on. I'm really going off about this right now.
All right, excuse the fuck out of me.
Fuck Joe Flacco. He is overrated.
First of all, it's pronounced Joe Flacco.
I don't think he's overrated.
Yes, he is.
Listen. Let me explain.
No, I
let me
don't want
explain.
you to explain.
I don't think he's overrated. I think the team shouldn't have given him that contract, and now he has no offensive weapons around him because they can't afford anybody. So he has no one to throw the ball to or hand the ball to.
Or
He has nothing.
can't throw the ball to anyone anyways besides the other team.
Cut, but when he had receivers, he looked good.
Yeah.
But he
He had a
has
good
no
team around him.
rrecevers.
He didn't really have
Sam
receivers.
Bradford has the same contract.
He
You don't
had
see
Torrey
shit about
Smith and
him.
Jacoby Jones, who at
Yeah,
the time were both very good.
And Anquan Bolden.
Jacoby Jones was not a good receiver.
Shut
he was a
the
good
fuck
kick return
up.
man.
But he was a
He
speed
was-
threat that required attention. That's part of the thing about that's like Devin Hester. Devin Hester was not a good receiver, but when he was on the field and they'd let him loose down the field, you can't not have somebody on
You
him.
firsthand saw what Jacoby Jones could do on a field.
Jacoby Jones.
He also got tackled by Mike Tomlin.
Steve Smith.
Yeah, but Jacoby
Monkey
Jones is
top.
one of
Steve
those
Smith was
players
good on
though.
the Ravens.
But Jacoby Jones is one of those players that when he lines up and he's going to run a go route, even if you're in zone, somebody is going out of zone to play man.
Yeah,
You
like
can't let. It doesn't matter if he's a bad receiver, because if he's all alone, he's going to catch the football.
And you can't double
His
team.
defense won it
You
for him.
can't double team the number. Oh, don't.
What?
Even.
I'm going to say it. The reason why Joe
No.
Flacco was good because his defense was good.
His defense was getting absolutely slaughtered in the first half of that Super Bowl against the 49ers.
But guess what? They picked it up.
No, they didn't. The lights went out, Kyle.
Yeah, and they picked it
lights-
up after the lights went out. Did they not? Answer the question.
Okay, Kyle. Sure.
Answer.
They
Yeah.
picked
No,
it up.
no,
They
not
were down.
sure. Yeah.
How much were they down at that point?
Find out. Jeff?
Why don't you?
'Cause I don't wanna go on my
so
phone.
heated about it.
All right.
I'll
I'll look it up.
I don't think Flacco's overrated.
I also don't think that. I don't think
He has no talent around him.
it looks like right now that he's not worth the money, but I also agree that it has nobody
There's nothing.
around him. He's not. I mean, he's
We'll
not.
find out this year. He has receivers around him
He
this
only
year.
had 3 touchdowns.
Now, don't get me wrong. The blame is partially because he wanted this monster contract, which don't blame him. He cashed in. He's making his big time
Yeah,
money.
he was a free agent at the right time.
but that when stuff like that hurts the team because since then he hasn't had the talent.
What are you smiling over there, Jeff?
Oh, just because you said he sucks. Would you say he's a bad playoff quarterback? No, be honest.
I never said he was a bad playoff quarterback. I just said he sucks.
In general,
I want to give you a little.
Okay,
fun
in the playoffs,
fact,
he's okay.
A fun fact.
What has
about
he
him.
done since then?
He is
Kyle, there's no talent around him.
tied for first place on the list of most consecutive playoff games with at least 3 touchdown passes.
Okay.
But it's all his defense. So that means every playoff game he's throwing 3.
So you
You're
think
wrong.
Roethlisberger's better than Flacco, correct?
Yeah.
So if you put Ben
Do
on
you
the
think so?
hold on. If you
Kyle,
put
there's
Ben
the-
on the
Oh, my.
Ravens right now,
Yeah, they would be better.
No,
I don't think so.
I think so.
not a chance.
I don't
Ben
think
could
so.
do more than Flacco.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Ben could still break the sacks. Flacco falls.
No,
Yes.
he hasn't shown that in the last.
I would just like to
However
point out
many
that the Ravens defense played phenomenal, and then the lights went out, and then the Ravens defense decided to go ahead and give up 24 unanswered
Yeah,
points.
because the 49ers were coming back in that game.
Wish they did.
So their defense did not do them
Sam
any favors.
Bradford's
Their
still
defense
the
almost
worst.
lost them that game.
I know you hate Flacco. I know that. But you can't
Can't argue with
even
rings, baby.
beyond being
He's
a Steelers fan. Beyond being a Steelers fan, you can't as a person that has a heavy interest in football tell me that he's not good.
He's not that good anymore. I'm sorry. In the
You
first half
just
of-
changed the argument.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just changed
Let me
your
say
argument.
this. In the first half of his career, he was good. Ever since he got paid, they've made one playoff appearance.
I just want to know that we have 90
Who's
minutes.
around him?
We have 90 minutes of show left. If you keep this argument going, I've noticed over the past 5 minutes, you'll eventually get Kyle to say he's great. He's slowly working into he's not that bad.
No, he fucking sucks.
Well, I got one for Kyle.
That's because you hate him.
No, 'cause he's not good.
That's because you hate him, Kyle.
He
He has
fucking
no
makes way
talent
too many
around
But
him.
it's the
mistakes.
same argument we have with Muggle. Like Kevin Nash doesn't suck, but he's gonna say he
hate
sucks.
him.
Yeah.
All right, so
Hold on. We need
put
to end this.
Flacco on the Steelers.
They would be bad with him.
No shot.
Yes, sir.
No shot.
Yes, sir.
No way,
Yes, sir.
Why?
Flacco doesn't have it anymore.
Kyle. That's out. Why?
I wish
He
Bob was
doesn't
I
have
would like
talent?
to. I'd like to simulate. We should trade Flacco for Ben in Madden, force trade it, and sim the season. See what happens.
Flacco makes too many mistakes.
Well,
'Cause
let's
he has
do it.
no talent around
We'll
him,
do
Kyle.
it. The only way we can prove it is through Madden. We're gonna do it, and we'll report back next week.
Interception game last year.
And guess what? After that,
I'm
he
just
fucking
saying, like,
tore it apart.
You're gonna critique a guy like Flacco for making mistakes.
At least
Ben's
Ben
prone to
fucking-
mistakes too.
Yeah, but he throws the ball downfield. Flacco doing 5-yard passes.
Who's he gonna throw downfield to? Mike Wallace.
The best
who
receiver he's
rotted,
had
or
since the
whoever
Super
he
Bowl was
had?
Steve Smith at the age of 58.
Stop writing on the table
Nah, I'm writing on the
just because
screen.
you're angry.
All right, I got one for Jeff. Then we'll get off the Flacco debate.
I love.
I got one for Jeff. So Jeff, let's flash back to 2005.
That's quite some time.
Let's talk about a 5-year deal, $30 million for a man named Jerome James. Was he worth the money, Jeff?
No, he wasn't.
Isaiah Thomas signing New York Knicks forward Jerome
Basically-
James
basically-
to a $30 million deal, which back then was still pretty astronomical, and he sucked so bad.
I mean, and that just gave way to all the rest of the bad contracts. You think about Eddie Curry's with us. Him.
Let's put it this way.
Noah.
Let's put it this way. He
We don't
played...
talk about him. He's done. He's waved. He's gone. Thank God.
First of all, the Knicks didn't... after the contract, he played 4 of that 5 years with the Knicks. The Knicks actually benched him because he was too fat.
Yep.
I want to have that happen.
Then he got traded to the Bulls, and the Bulls were just like, you know what? We'll spare the $6 million. Got him.
And that was the last anyone's ever
Yep.
heard from Jerome James. Oh, man.
What do you think about Ryan Braun?
What do you think about Bobby Bonilla?
I tell you what, he's the smartest guy to ever come through the MLB.
Yes.
He's going to be making $1 million for doing nothing every year till like 2038.
But was he worth it?
Probably not, but he's smart.
What about Ryan Braun?
I was just curious what you thought. I mean, the Brewers have really done a whole lot of nothing.
Good.
Not his fault.
Well, he's your star.
What about A-Rod?
Was your star.
A-Rod made just over $300 million from the Yankees. Was he worth it?
That's
As a Yankee,
That's-
no. But as a player, yes.
Same with the Pujols. Is that your
But-
reasoning?
Yeah.
But he wasn't bad with the Yankees.
No, but he wasn't $300 million worth it.
No, all right, then I agree.
But see, but
But-
there's no player worth it. I'm sorry.
I'm just like in the sports world, it's just different. I know they're not worth it. But
What do you mean it's
just-
different? Different in comparison to what? I just said in the sports world, no player is
I
worth
didn't
it.
hear that part.
Well,
Well,
we're talking about.
Here's the only way, at least for me,
Got
that it's made
frosted
worth it.
Tips.
The only way for me that it makes it worth it is if it generates rings and like if they're bringing money in. So like if the Yankees paid him the $300 million, if he was able to generate money back to where the team didn't like take a loss on it, then it's worth it.
All right, so
you
you
know,
want to
just
talk about rings then? So let's talk about Carl Pavano.
Oh.
No, he was not worth the money. He just got lucky.
Lucky, he only had 9 wins in 4 years when he was making $40 million.
Because the Marlins are dumb.
That was
Marlins are
the
a bad
Yankees.
The
team.
Yankees did that.
Yeah, but the Marlins are also a dumb team.
You should take a shot of private stock. That was a very bad save on your end.
No, it wasn't.
Do it.
Because in 1997 and 2003, the Marlins both won the World Series. And then immediately the year after, they traded the entire team.
So I'm looking at this list of 25 worst contracts in sports history. Every other one is a Nick or a Yankee.
I believe that was
Like, I'm just going down here. A.J. Burnett, Eddie Curry. Ooh, Carl Crawford,
Carl Crawford was probably one of the worst contracts.
Josh Hamilton, Albert Hainsworth,
Oh, Hainsworth for sure.
Worse.
Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, Mo Vaughn, Gilbert Arenas.
Well, the Mo Vaughn thing wasn't really his fault. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Jamarcus Russell, number 1. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The Ryan Braun one is interesting because they gave him all the money to say that he was a big time fan favorite, and then he lied to the entire city, right to their faces.
On television.
Yeah,
But he still was a good player for them.
he was a good player, but now I mean
just
I
over
used to love Ryan Braun. After that happened, I was like, fuck that guy.
Yep.
Like that was horrible. He sat there and pounded the I did nothing wrong, and steroids. Which I don't want to lead into that debate, but
They're good for the game, right, Kyle?
Let's not talk about this.
Speaking of steroids, Barry Bonds,
and you think about
Ring of Honor.
He deserves the Hall of Fame. I don't care what anyone says.
Kyle, let's not get into that debate. Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame.
But please, let's not talk about it though. I
I
will
want to
get
go back
there.
to Braun because he had so much talent around him too. The Brewers had good teams; they just never developed anything. I mean, remember when it was Braun and Prince Fielder in his prime?
Yeah.
What happened to that?
Prince Fielder got traded, and then
Mhm.
CC left.
Do you think if Barry Bonds didn't take steroids, do you think he still would have hit 400 home runs?
Yes.
So do you think that's Hall of Fame worthy?
I think
Do you think he would have made the Hall of Fame if he did? If let's say he hit 412 home runs. Let's say his average stayed the same. Around the same. We'll call a little fluctuation. We'll say down a little bit. Do you think he still would have made the Hall of Fame?
yes.
I don't know because I look at the big years on his career. He had 500, 600 on base percentage, 200 walks, fucking 50, 60 home runs. Does he get walked that much? Does he get on base that much? Does he hit that many home runs?
Maybe not
In the
home
tail
run.
end of his career, if he's not on steroids.
I think he would still make the Hall of Fame because I think he was still one of the best hitters in baseball. He might not have hit the home runs, but he would have got a lot of hits.
But
What-
would he be one
what
of the
was his,
best or just a really good?
I think he'd still be considered one of the best.
What's his career
hitters.
average?
283. I don't know if that's true.
No. 'Cause he hit like fucking 370 one year.
I mean, I think if his average.
But
is
hold
over
on, you
300
can't say that, Jeff, because everybody at this table can attest. We've all gotten 1A on a test where we've failed everything else. That A means nothing.
But he's always he's hit for a high.
No, I know.
think-
I
I
know.
think
I
if
just wanted to
his-
make us all look stupid. And
I think if his
mock laugh.
average is over 300 with
298.
All right, so 300. That would probably get him into the Hall.
All right, that's all.
I think it would take probably a couple years. I don't think he would have been a first or second ballot.
I just want to point this out. The steroid years, so to speak, are going to come from 2000 up.
I don't know.
He's right. He started in '86. All right. His batting average. I'm going to go through the years, starting in Pittsburgh: 223, 261, 283, 248, 301, 292. So he had one 300. You go into the steroid era. Now we're talking. Let's see. 303, 306, 328, 370, 341, 362 with 200 walks.
That's nothing. I made a guy in the show that batted 512.
The majority of his career was average to good hitting.
I think they should make
steroids
that's a good point. That's a good
and
point.
it's I mean,
They should make a road to the show where you have the ability to take steroids. Like someone offers it to you, and you.
I've thought about that.
Like
the game won't work after that. Too. It's like,
No. You take them, but it opens up another chapter of the game where you're trying to hide it. So it's you make off if you go to the game today, this is gonna be a chance for you to hit the 40th home run of the season. But if you go to the game today, they're gonna find steroids in your locker. What do you do? And now it becomes a dilemma thing.
Fake injury.
You place it in your worst player's locker.
Frame someone.
Like when you do
Aaron Nola.
that day off training thing, you sit guy in the corner.
If you get caught too, the disc just stops reading.
General manager
Digital
suspects you
download.
of steroids. Go underneath desk to prove him otherwise.
But
Okay.
that's an interesting point Jeff just brought up about
tough.
Bonds.
I think about it
Bail bonds.
more often than not because could he have been good in the later half of his career? It's possible, but usually after your late 20s, that's when you start declining. There's some players that don't, but he wasn't going to be hitting 40, 50 home runs in the late end of his career.
The guy also went up 5 to 7 hat sizes.
Yeah, I mean,
Something's funny.
I have. I don't think I have his rookie card, but I have a card of his second or third year, and he weighed 180, 190.
It was
he
Kendall.
probably put on over 100 pounds of muscle. I don't know.
Still never got caught. Technically.
Which is a sham in itself to the MLB. That they didn't. Nah.
Maybe he just worked hard. We don't know.
Kyle,
Get the fuck out of
Kyle,
here.
you can work as hard as you want. Your head is not going to get bigger.
We don't know that.
He could have been retaining water.
Are you an expert
Lot of salt.
at workouts?
No.
Lot of
But
salt.
I know a couple guys that are.
Is
That guy-
right? I know a couple guys that do steroids.
When
too,
he
so
wasn't
what does
playing
that mean?
baseball, Barry Bonds was just drinking 7 or 8 gallons of water and eating probably
Salt.
700% of his daily intake of salt. It was just all staying in him. That's all. His head was big, yeah, but if you touched it, it was like a waterbed.
Ew.
Just had cheat codes.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. He's still one of the best pure hitters we've ever seen.
Just make steroids available.
Kyle-
If you choose not to do it at that point, you're an asshole.
Not to argue with you again, but the numbers Jeff just told
Okay,
us kind
even
of
with
prove
steroids,
otherwise.
you still got to be good enough to
But listen,
have
but
the hand-eye coordination to
Yeah,
hit
but
the
now when
ball.
you get walked 220 times,
But he's getting walked more, and he was hitting more home runs. So that's going to fluctuate your average.
he had less at bats. Which
I'm not
pumps up
arguing
his
with
average.
you. I'm making a point.
On paper, looking at his numbers, yes, that's the best hitter baseball has seen.
Hold on.
But
Hold on.
nope.
I would like to make one argument against that. Chipper Jones.
That's the best switch hitter
That's right.
ever.
Biggest Met killer of
Steroids.
all time.
But you look at
No.
the timeline, and I'm not impressed.
You're not, but everyone, but people in baseball are.
Are they?
They are. They just, think he
You
just
took a poll of everyone?
Yeah, I'll go talk to him.
Because he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but for other
Yeah.
reasons.
But
Like Roger
just saying,
Clemens
if he
should be
was
in.
as good as his stats say, he'd already be in there.
Roger Clemens
right?
should be in.
But would he already be in there? Yes or no?
Don't
With
know.
those stats. Don't bullshit.
With those stats,
Pete Rose
he,
took
With the
gambling
stats that
steroids.
Barry Bonds has.
he should be in.
Okay. And he's not because
He got accused of steroids.
I rest my case.
But he didn't. We don't know if he actually took them. Am I wrong?
I rest
You
my
know what I
case.
hope happens? I hope that one day Bonds gets in, and when they're at the ceremony, he's making a speech. He's like, "I took him. I did it."
It's like Pete Rose. No one's ever gonna break his 4,000.
Imagine he just sit there is like,
That's not true.
Each year doesn't count.
But you're saying it's never going to happen. If Ichiro played here, he would have done it. So
But
it's
he
it's a
didn't.
But
So it can
I'm not
happen,
saying
though.
it's Ichiro, but I'm saying it can happen.
And I'll tell you who's
Not
going to do
for a
it.
while.
Josh Bell's going to do it. Am I right?
But even
No.
like,
Pittsburgh.
but why do you say not for a while? It can happen next season.
Mm.
Like I'm sorry, not next season. But it can
I think of
happen.
the next closest
Well,
guy,
the way that
probably
baseball
Pujols.
played today, I don't see it happening.
Why?
Because no one's just going for hits. Everybody's going for home runs.
I will. Yeah, the game's changing, but still.
If Mike Trout just stays healthy, he has the best chance.
I think Altuve can make a run. He's
Yeah.
young enough and gets enough hits per season.
I hope so.
But that's what to say that it's
It's
almost
very hard.
impossible.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
But we could have already seen it.
But we didn't.
Otani, Showtime.
He ain't gonna do it.
You don't know that.
I'm pretty sure.
Kyle, you not like super high on him anymore?
I think I'm
The
higher
next,
him as
the
a
next
pitcher.
closest person is Adrian Beltre.
And he's gonna retire in like the next.
He's
No,
got
he's not.
he's 1100 hits shy.
So let's see. If he hits 200 hits for like 5 more years,
Well, it's 6 years.
For active people,
And he's
Beltre
40.
is 19th, Ichiro's 22nd, he's 1200 off. Pujols is 24th, he's about 1200 off. And then the next closest person after them is Miguel Cabrera, who's got 2600 to Pete Rose's
and
4200.
you know what sucks? No, I don't think he would have broke it, but I think he'd be higher up if he was fucking healthy.
Robertson Cano,
Nope.
Markakis,
Ooh. Nick
That's-
but
Martinez.
he's
That's
2000 hits off.
That's a name. Worth the money, Cano.
Jose Reyes,
No shot.
he's at 2100.
Hey, you just wait.
Victor Martinez,
He's about to be.
Matt
Yeah,
Holiday.
that guy can't even
oh,
walk.
here we go. Joe Mauer,
He's not gonna touch it.
I'm just saying.
Adrian Gonzalez,
I think
Brandon Phillips.
that
Phillips.
hit record is going
Is
to
he
be
even
more
playing
attainable
for the Red
than-
Sox.
No.
I saw he
think-
got signed, but I just don't remember him playing
I'm not
a game
quite
yet.
sure if he's there still.
I think that
they
hit
got
record's
Kinsler.
more attainable than
A lot of other
we
ones.
think.
Yeah.
I think we'll see it get broken. Only like I said, if Ichiro played here, he would have done it, and he probably would have done it by a lot because the
Yeah.
seasons here are longer than they are in Japan. It just he played over there for so it is what it is. But
It's just a ridiculous thing to catch. It's
it is.
It's like Ricky
a-
Henderson's stolen base record.
that one might not get touched for.
If Billy Hamilton could hit,
But how can
he
you
would
say
probably
that?
break it.
If my created show guy was real, he would have broke it in 2 seasons.
Like if Billy Hamilton
And he would have
could hit
broke
a
attempts in the
baseball,
first 3 games.
He would probably have Ricky Henderson's record.
No, he wouldn't.
But he bats like 220 every year.
Also,
so.
he's old
what is
now.
what is the record? I know what's it 120 something stolen bases.
Like in a season,
Yeah.
I'm talking about like all time.
Oh.
Yeah, all time is
even in a season.
100 something. I mean, the last time I remember someone hit 70 was Ellsbury.
Yeah. Was it?
Did D Gordon? No, D.
He's
Gordon's
not
in
worth the money,
60s.
by the way. Can we just?
Injuries. We're excluding injuries.
But you know what? Even beyond the injuries, he made his money off one season.
Yeah.
He did. I mean, he had that big blow up season, and the Yankees bid on it. I mean,
I know we touched on it briefly, but Crawford, my God,
Yeah.
the hype coming off that year.
And
His,
it's weird though, because he was so good in Tampa, and then
He just couldn't handle the highlight.
big market.
Ricky Henderson's MLB records are 130 stolen bases in a season,
Wow.
so double of what
2295 career runs scored, 1,400 career stolen bases, and 81 career leadoff home runs.
I've seen. Yeah.
So you're
Pretty
talking-
good.
You're talking almost a stolen base every game.
Yep.
That's unbelievable.
I wonder how many times he got caught.
We'll
6.
find out.
Not as many as you think.
No, I know. Just
Imagine he had almost as many caught stealing it.
Stole no matter what.
Ricky, no. We need this run.
But yeah,
Don't
Carl
care.
Crawford, big time bust.
his nephew kind of sucks.
Oh, whoa, JP.
Right now he
Hold
sucks.
on, say it.
He sucks
Say
right
it.
now.
Fuck you.
Hey, Jamal
doesn't mean he
Crawford.
won't be that good.
Oh, he's gonna be the best shortstop.
Jamal
ever.
Crawford might be going to the Sixers.
Yeah, he wants to play there.
Yeah, he's going to Golden
We might need him because Zahari Smith's fucking hurt like every other first
because you
round pick.
drafted him.
Yeah, no.
Could have been Bridges.
Could have, but guess what? He would have got hurt too.
Yep, you did him a favor by trading him on draft night.
They
Well,
called
he
him.
does hold the MLB record for most times caught stealing.
That's
Take the
just
good
a
with the
volume.
bad.
What's his percentage?
I will do some math for you.
Kyle, you got another player not worth the money?
Yeah, Kyle.
Let's find out.
Pablo Sandoval?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's obvious.
How about Adrian Gonzalez, wherever he went?
No, he was good in San Diego.
He also wasn't bad on the Red Sox.
And then he went to the Dodgers.
And it just spiraled.
Then he tried to play the way, It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, you know what I'm saying.
He had an 80% success rate when stealing bases.
Yeah, so he's good. And that's just cool.
So for every 5 attempts, he stole 4 bases. He got caught stealing 335 times. Which, I mean, that's a lot, but when you figure he tried to steal 1,700 bases.
And he played into his 40s, too. It's like, wow.
I want to get off topic here,
Oh,
and
here we
I'm
go.
sorry about it. But
Great.
we haven't really talked about it.
Joe Flacco.
No, it's nothing to do with football.
What if Joe Flacco took steroids?
Then whatever for him. But
Just saying, it makes the Ravens more interesting.
I just like to say,
Imagine Terrell Suggs on steroids.
Billy Beane has done it again. That Oakland Athletic team should not be where they are. And they are playing out of their fucking mind.
We're a PG show.
They do this every year.
No, they don't.
They're not going anywhere.
They do it every year.
But they have a
make like
they have a good
playoff
chance
run.
of passing the Yankees for the first wild card.
Yeah,
spot.
then they won't retain their stars, so he's not really that good.
We're talking about the Athletics or the Red Sox?
But they all have good
But
contracts.
they're going to
Oh,
go.
you get it, though, because the Red
It
Sox
Until they
happens
get
every
paid.
time. It happens all the time.
I know that happens all the time.
So what do you get all high and mighty for?
Because
They're gonna
I
get
just-
knocked out if they even make it.
I don't think so.
They're not even going to make it.
Yes, they will.
No, they won't.
Seattle falling apart.
No, they're not. Cano's back.
Not yet.
Almost.
No, it's
I don't know. I just honestly think that Oakland
You're
Athletic.
for a team that's hot all the time.
No, it's not.
Yes, you are.
They're more than they're
Oh, I
playing out
love
of their
Michigan
fucking
State.
mind,
Kyle has admitted to me that the Athletics are his second favorite team.
No.
and that has been for a while.
He has a hat on Kendall's
You
basement that's been there for
never
6 months.
in your life said that.
Yes, I have.
No.
Yes, I
you
have.
haven't.
And it's because they're fucking
No.
green.
You used to tell me the Pirates were, but I know where your loyalty is. Never again will I wear a Phillies with a
I don't hate
national
the
shirt.
Pirates. I love the move that the Pirates made.
Oh, fuck off. Don't flatter me.
I'm not.
I hate the moves they made.
Why?
Because we had Garrett Cole. Retain him. You don't need Chris Archer.
But you got Chris
And
Archer.
we still keep the 2 prospects.
kind of would have liked him on the Yankees. Really, either of them, Cole or Archer.
I'm
Sterling
just saying.
Archer.
I think Oakland could beat the Yankees.
They can't.
They can't.
Right now, yeah. If the Yankees start clicking again, no way.
Because Severino's been really bad the second half. So if they decide not to go Severino, who's going to pitch in that wild card?
Who's going to pitch for Oakland?
Please stop doing that.
We'll find out.
Okay. That's all I needed to hear. Oh,
But
we'll
like
find
their
out.
pitchers
That's
have
real
been better than
confident.
Severino.
Still more than one arm in that Yankee staff.
That's
than
not that
Severino.
good. Yankees starting pitching's not that good. I'm sorry, they're not.
Neither is Oakland's. Who's got the better lineup? I'm giving it to the Yankees.
Right now, it's not.
Yeah. How so?
Because one, they're missing Judge.
Who's going to be
Coming
back?
back, I think, next week.
Okay, but he's still going to struggle for the first couple games. Like,
You don't
We're
even
f-
know
we're
that.
forgetting
You're just
something here.
speculating.
That's
We're forgetting
speculation,
something here. Kendall,
Yes.
you haven't chimed in. Athletics Yankees in a 7-game series. Who's taking it?
I think the Yankees will. And I say this with really no basis other than that the Athletics have been chasing this entire season. Now, I feel as though that Kyle, where he brings up some good points, I think he's too emotional about this and his heart is in the wrong place. Now, Kyle, I don't really like Blue Moon, but I'm glad you like it.
Okay.
Why don't you worry about your Phillies?
We should make this a weekly segment. The Kendall Green.
I'm worried
Onions
about
chant.
my Phillies. They can easily not make the playoffs. They're fucking bad.
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't worry about
They're
that.
very bad on the road.
Focus on your team.
They're very bad on the road, and every time you and I make like plans to like watch something, they decide to go like 15 innings at
they gotta stop
at a
doing
10
that.
o'clock start time. There was one time that Kyle and I were really looking forward to watching this episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and the Phillies game started at 7 and it ended at 3.
But
It was terrible.
Wilson Ramos.
We went
just
to the-
got-
we went to
is
the
now
Waterbury
doing his
McDonald's.
rehab assignment, and he should be back in the next few days.
Oh, so you traded for an injured guy?
Yeah,
So, Kyle, is he going to struggle the first few? I mean,
probably. But you know what? Defensively, he's better than what we got.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you finally going to admit that Carlos Santana sucks?
At catcher?
Oh no, I thought we were talking about Justin Bohr.
Well,
Well, he was a catcher too.
yeah, but I'm saying, I'm talking about our catcher.
That was so
Alfaro
funny.
can throw out anybody. That's
Yeah, but he can't hit.
he can.
I love going
He
back.
can't. He can't fucking block a fucking ball.
Oh, so he's not
So
a good
your
catcher.
pitcher should keep it out of the dirt.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
try. Okay, they're very afraid when they catch. You can tell. They're like, oh, we gotta throw right down the middle.
Yeah, but when your best player is Aaron Nola, I mean, what do you expect? A lot of pass balls.
That's not true.
Aaron Nola's probably a 5 on any other team.
That's also not true. Go fuck
I'd like
yourself.
to. I'd like to highlight that Kyle told me your own words that Nola would be the
Well,
number
hold on.
2 on
I
the
did it to
Yankees.
piss off Kyle, so doesn't
It's
that like kind of
Severino.
trump it?
But you know what? Nola has been pitching
I
fucking
figured
lights
you
out
wanted-
this year.
Yeah.
Nola proved that he.
Kyle, you said it this year.
Okay, but Nola fucking dominated the Red Sox. Dominated.
Yeah, well, they're going to be knocked out in the first round.
Who?
Phillies.
Just don't be mad because your team sucks ass.
Kyle, they've always sucked. I'm not mad about it.
Ready for this? Nola sucks.
You don't mean that.
Kyle, I was really mad.
How many
in-
years he's got left on his sorry?
Like 3 or
3?
Yeah.
You're gonna overpay and he's gonna suck. Moving on.
I was mad in 2008. I was mad in 2009 and 2010.
You guys should have traded DeGrom.
I'm not. No, we shouldn't have.
Yeah, you should have.
No, we shouldn't have.
You have nobody in your minors. All your starting pitching in your minors has like an ERA
Nobody.
over 7.
Kyle, I have just the
Nobody.
classic thing to say here. Wait till next season.
Yeah, wait till next season. What, your old ass squad?
Hey,
Bunch of injured players.
Let me tell you this. Okay, I'm gonna go. They should have traded DeGrom. You need prospects because DeGrom is gonna
Kyle,
leave once his
Kyle.
contract's up.
Kyle, those guys can hit.
They also
It's
need
the
to
same
sell
thing
tickets.
every
Those
year.
guys
They-
can hit.
They can hit.
Oh,
Kyle.
it shows it.
Kyle, they're hurt. They're
They
always hurt.
suck.
Always hurt.
They suck.
Kyle,
I mean,
you're too proud.
No, I'm not. Look, Todd Frazier's good, but he's gonna bat 220.
230.
No, he's not.
He will.
He won't.
Kyle,
yeah, but that's like me. But I mean, I understand what you're saying coming from a Bears fan. My team's always hurt, but they suck. Even when they're healthy, they still don't win. So
the pitching
How
is
does
there.
DeGrom have an ERA?
it's just a good back door to
round
get out of.
2?
Oh, they're just they're 1-7 because a lot of injuries. They'd be 2-6 if everybody was healthy.
Like DeGrom had an ERA under 2, and he won his first game since June 2nd. That's
Kyle?
fucking ridiculous.
It is.
You can't score
It
2
is.
runs for the guy.
Kyle, you're saying the things I say all the time. Kyle,
But you're trying to say that they can hit, but they can't.
they can. Kyle.
They
The
can't.
Mets healthy are third place team.
That's not true.
It is true. The Marlins, Kyle. God, the Mets and the
You're
Marlins.
dealing
are-
with the Phillies, who are in first,
the
Braves
Phillies
in the
have been a
National.
surprise. The
No,
Phillies
they-
have- the
I said at
Phillies-
the beginning of the year they're going to win 80 games.
Okay, so one person out of the
They
five.
still
in the
might
room.
not.
That's not true.
That'd be hilarious. It would be very funny.
Can they still lose 100?
No.
How
No.
far? How many are left?
I mean, statistically, yeah, they can.
that's what I was looking for. Is it
They're
mathematically
gonna have to
possible?
I don't
Really
think
go
so.
like 10 and fucking 30 or something. I don't know.
We
What
only
are
have 48 losses.
We'll combine
No, they
seasons.
can't
So
then.
between the
they
next
can
two,
get- I think there's 49 games left. Something. It's under 50, so they can't. Unless like they go back and say, "Oh, we fucked up the stats."
Could you imagine? You know how mad Kyle would be?
Oh, I'd be so happy.
I don't think they can do that.
We miscounted runs, guys, for 3 weeks.
No, they did year. Oh man, I was reading it was years ago. They all
Mets sucked up.
They
They do.
changed.
they,
It was like a
they're
Royals
not playing
game.
well.
Yeah, no, the Mets can't hit.
They can hit when healthy.
Who?
No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
Who?
Frazier,
Home
Flores,
runs. Yeah.
Conforto. I mean,
Well, Conforto's been healthy all year, and he's batting 220.
Just having a bad year.
Nimmo been okay.
God, it's a third place team. It's a
Who's
third
your
place
first
team.
baseman right now? Flores?
We got a rotating door at first right now.
Like, let's just go through it. Your catchers can't fucking hit.
No, we've had bad catchers.
Like Frazier's a 220 guy, and it's in the park.
230 guy.
The park that he's playing at, he ain't gonna hit the home run that he used to.
All right, can we say 225?
Whatever.
All right.
28,
26.
25.
Your
27,
shortstops can't hit.
227.
You traded your best hitter to the Phillies. Thank you, by the way.
That's why that bet is off, by the way.
You signed Jay Bruce just for him not to play this year.
Because he gets hurt.
It was a
it.
dumb signing to begin with.
Kyle said about the shortstop, and I was going to say they traded him to the Phillies, and then he said it. And I was like, laugh at it.
Phillies
It's a
made
third place
all
team.
these moves
You're not a third
to not
place
It's a
win
third
the
place team.
playoffs, so.
But I mean, if Jay Bruce and Cespedes are healthy, they're
Which
only.
he's never
hold
not.
on. I wasn't done. I was going to defend you.
Sorry.
If Jay Bruce and Cespedes are healthy, though, they're just kind of Todd Frazier-esque anyway. 225, 227,
28.
home runs are nothing.
Just trade Cespedes.
I mean, I
Just
can't remember.
overhaul the front office.
I can't remember the last time I saw Cespedes
Training staff.
get a base hit that wasn't over the wall.
Tried to sunk on its own.
Here's what I think.
Gone out. The season's gone. For the Mets.
Over the past 10 years,
The Mets should
it's been a
just.
sinking.
I think the Mets should have traded DeGrom. I think that they should just start over.
Keep Syndergaard's fine.
They
You
keep
need that ace.
I just feel like they keep like hanging on to like certain little pieces and trying to do.
I'll explain my theory in a minute.
I feel like they keep trying to hang on to like little pieces and try to do like mini rebuilds, and it just keeps blowing up in their face. They just need to just clean house and start over.
You can get more for DeGrom than you can
Because
Syndergaard.
here's the deal: it's the New York fucking Mets. They have fans older than dirt. People are going to go to the games. Yeah. Like the Yankees could win 17 games, and they're still going to have sellout nights because it's the Yankees. Now, yeah, if the Brewers were winning 17 games, it'd be a little dicey. But the people are gonna go see the Mets.
Not to cut you. I got to hear what Jeff's got to say now.
You know,
You said trade their ace, and then said keep Syndergaard.
Because you can
He's
build.
the ace.
Because he's younger.
He's not their ace.
At the beginning of the year, he's considered their ace.
He's not their ace. He's number one on the depth chart on fucking MLB The Show. But in real life, DeGrom's the better pitcher.
I agree.
Okay.
now I know it's still.
What I said was you can get more for DeGrom.
I know it still
Syndergaard's
applies.
younger.
I know it still applies to all
You get
sports,
more
but it's
for
weird to hear somebody use depth chart and not talk about football.
I'm just saying you can get more for DeGrom this year than you can Syndergaard.
Trade them both.
Or you could do that.
Trade them both. Start over. Mutilate the front office.
And you
get
had
a
a
new
tribute night for fucking Matt Harvey.
What they should do is they should cut their training staff and just hire a hospital.
Can we actually bring that up for 1 second? Why did they do that?
It's sentimental nonsense.
But I don't understand. Like Harvey had what, two?
Plus, he was a huge dick on the way out.
Was it even like 2 good seasons with the Mets? And
Yeah,
then
you just shit all over us. We love you.
was just like a huge asshole to him. And they made. I thought it was like a weird.
I mean,
thing.
think of the hype surrounding him. I mean, we thought he was going to be the greatest. Everybody thought he was going to
Was
be
he
the
a
greatest
part of
pitcher.
that World Series team?
Yeah.
He was on the World Series.
I think he won that only game for them.
We might have.
Is that why they got the tribute for him? I thought it was just a weird thing. Like
Well,
he didn't.
it's because of the hype. He was a huge fan favorite. That's what it boils down to. It's not like
But that's what I
he
mean,
was
like-
hurt, and another guy
But it
who
was
was
a short
hurt.
sample size.
That's right. Like it was only a couple
Listen,
years.
I'm not
Jordan
arguing that.
Valdez
I'm explaining that like if you had a beloved
Granted,
player.
he's been good as a Red.
Valdespin.
Oh, I liked him.
By the way,
He called Terry Collins a cocksucker.
he played for the Long Island Ducks now.
Yeah, that's what happens when you call your coach a cocksucker. You don't be in the MLB anymore.
Should we take a break?
Yeah, we take a break if everyone's.
It's like the Phillies are going to take a break from winning.
They won last night.
Starting now.
Their ace was on the mound.
Hopefully, someone thinks of a Riddler's rankings for Paul over there.
2018-2019 NBA rookie photo, not pictured Ben Simmons. We'll be back. Welcome back to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler, and I'm joined by Poop Stains.
We all still here.
Poop
Yeah.
Stains.
Uh-huh.
Riddler's rankings. Kyle?
We gave him the top 5 favorite. I don't know.
Space Jam characters.
There we go.
Because I'm wearing a Space Jam shirt.
Kyle's very articulate.
I need the pliers.
All right. All right. So,
What the hell are you doing?
number 5, Lola Bunny.
Nice.
First of all, what an ass. Second of all, I usually don't like to think of cartoon characters or animals as sexy. But she was both an animal and a cartoon. Sexy. Plus, she could ball. She could ball, yo. She went hard in the paint like D Wade or D Rose from the same streets that we rose. I'll take the private stock. I just wanted to work that common line in somehow.
You know what? I don't think it even deserves it, though. That was a good line.
Thank you.
They deserves it.
Number 4.
Number 4 is Daffy Duck. Mostly for the fashion show that he put on.
Good 3-and-D guy.
That's despicable.
You got that back?
Fuck, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you did.
You did a Daffy Duck impression. Number 3, Michael Jordan. Just because the guy had pretty long arms, and he's pretty good. Number
that
2, why?
Because I don't want it back.
Number 2, Bugs Bunny. That guy sacrificed himself for a woman while balling. That's ball is life.
So much cinnamon here.
You guys can share the video real quick.
And number one is Bill Murray, the most relatable basketball player that Mike Mock's ever felt close to. He's out there trying to dish about how he's going to pass the ball to Michael Jordan. They tell him he's on defense. Oh, I don't play defense. That's Mike Mock. Yep. Plus, he called Larry Bird clear, which was just fucking hilarious. And he also made fun of Newman from Seinfeld there. Or Nedry from Jurassic Park. That's my rankings.
Excellent.
We're still waiting for these guys to come up with some of their own segments.
Next week, I'll have my own.
No, you can't do it next week. I already called dibs on Riddler's rankings for the next 72 shows.
I can't help but feel like I had something set up and then I completely forgot. Like we talked about it on one of the shows.
Drink and be merry.
Man, I forgot.
You're gay.
You know, that's on
Martin's matchups.
Martin's matchups.
But we never. I didn't think about anything. So.
So don't watch anything this week.
Yeah, yeah, there's no matchups. Justin Bohr versus Santana.
We forgot about this.
We forgot about them too.
No, we forgot about the 13-year-old listing his favorite porn star as his favorite actor.
Johnny Sins. Well, it wasn't his favorite porn star. It was his favorite actor.
Yeah.
And he picked. I mean, versatile actor. I mean, plumber, astronaut, soldier, teacher,
Jack
student.
of all trades.
That's right.
Of all trades.
You know.
Anywho,
I think around the horn for Johnny.
Yeah. So start us off.
no way. All right.
Come on, for Johnny. For Johnny Sins, baby. This took a turn for the worse.
Peter asked if you lost weight, Kyle.
No.
Maybe. I don't do anything.
He'll find it.
He'll find it. Kyle just handed me his phone so I can share the thing for him.
I do it to you every show.
Speaking of things worth sharing, please go Getting Sports with Drunks page. Also, our pages if you follow us directly. There's a link that's been cycling around. The GSWD team has designed a shirt.
Yeah, buy a shirt.
Buy a shirt.
No,
the goal to start is
buy
30.
Like 3.
Support us. Support us. Support us.
You can order the shirts till August 27th.
They come in 4 colors.
Gray, blue, red, orange.
We designed the logo. It supports us. It supports beer. It's a great time.
Peter goes, I know I didn't lose weight, just making conversation.
He must have shaved.
But
well, Peter, go F yourself, my friend.
But yeah, listen, buy a T-shirt. We'll get them to you.
Oh, Jesus.
Wear the GSWD name proud.
Wear it loud. Wear it proud.
He must have shaved. Not really.
I believe this hour's segment is brought to you by J-Mart.
The letter H.
Yeah, so basically,
This comes from a secret vault he has called
the Martin's vault that I steal off of other people's Facebook.
We're all thinking it. He just says it. Innovator.
Yeah. So this comes from a post from someone I'm friends with named R.J. Woodson. I don't know if I went to post with him or probably, maybe.
I don't know RJ. I don't know
half
RJ.
the people on my Facebook wall. All right, I'll tell you that right now. But it was cool. It says, "Okay, basketball lovers, here you go. Now we can take a vote."
I got a letter.
I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but do we want to stick with basketball or do we want to do a different sport?
It's up to you, my
We
friend.
got a whole hour. We can probably go.
So
around
we'll start.
the
Why
horn.
don't we start with basketball? Just because that's what I saw.
Oakley
here.
dokley, Jeff.
So it's pretty much you list first NBA player I dislike, NBA player I think is overrated,
Saw this.
player that I think was underrated, player that I like, player I secretly like, favorite player of all time, the GOAT. Who wants to start?
I think we should. You want to go around the horn? Like you'll just ask the question, and we'll go around the horn
Yeah,
and
we'll
answer
do
the
one
question.
at a time.
Yeah.
All right. So NBA player.
Sorry. On the Facebook chat, Rebecca. Thank you, Peter. And with proper grammar and capitalization.
Best regards, Rebecca.
Kyle goes. Shut up, Rebecca.
There's a show going on.
So NBA player I dislike. Take us away, Sims.
Oh, fuck. I had to think about it.
You can't just think of the first player that comes to mind that you dislike.
Just,
Draymond Green.
A player that I dislike?
Yeah.
Who's a player you dislike?
Draymond Green.
I also dislike Draymond Green. Do I have to be different or
No.
good? Hate him.
Mike.
I don't particularly care for.
You, Kyle.
Actually, I really don't like Rajon Rondo.
What?
I don't know. For some reason, I've really never liked him.
Guy's just a square bow wow.
All right, the player I dislike would have to be...
Mine's T.J. McConnell.
Let me stop you right there.
Wow, Jeffrey. It's not his fault he beats the Knicks all the time.
It is his fault.
You're not
He hits-
helping me like him anymore.
Come on, Kyle. You can't think of a player you dislike.
This isn't
There you
hard.
go. This is
Yeah,
fun
Just
to listen to.
regurgitate.
I just don't know.
All right,
All
then just do a
so
sip of
Kyle's
private stock.
sitting out.
Private stock then.
No, I got it.
Who?
Ben Simmons.
3, 2,
Um,
1. How
All right.
fucking hard was that?
I know.
Moving on. Player I think is overrated. Do you have that?
Draymond
You
Green.
gotta think about that too.
Draymond Green. I think he's only good on the Golden State Warriors. I don't think he would be good on any other team.
Are you looking at me?
Yeah.
I think, Steph. Don't like Steph. Think he's overrated.
Can we repeat the question?
The player I think is overrated.
Yeah, Steph Curry. No good. Put him on the
Alright.
Knicks. He'll fail.
Jeff thinks.
No, he scored like
Zach just said that
60
Kyle's embarrassing.
on an MSG or something last time he was there.
But he was playing for the Warriors.
Well, Zach, you made Kyle smile and go straight for his phone. What do you think? Overrated.
That I think or Jeff thinks?
No, this is your.
Oh, okay. I think that.
I got mine.
Shout out to Alex for listening in.
Yes. Hello, Alex. Mine might be
I thought this was going to go so much more smoothly.
a little
than this.
confrontational. I think Russell Westbrook.
DeMarcus Cousins.
I like that. Who'd you say, Jeff?
Ben Simmons. No, I'm just fucking with you. I wanted to see Kyle's face there. Overrated, I think I'm going to go with.
Not that easy,
No,
is it?
I have
then?
like 3 people, but I'm going to go with Draymond
He's
Hello,
so
Matt
overrated.
Cullen. Hello, Mugda.
because
Who's sending all these hearts?
he says he's so good defensively.
There's
but
so many hearts
there's a
coming
lot
in.
of Bullshit, too.
He is, though. He is
Player
pretty
you
good
think is
I think it's Peter.
underrated.
Ooh, underrated.
Underrated.
That's good. I like the underrated.
I
thing.
honestly think Giannis is underrated.
I don't think he's underrated
He's
anymore.
a cover athlete for a video game. He's the super.
I still think people sleep on him.
Sleep with him.
I don't think that
Ew.
happens.
I mean, he said in that Fortnite interview.
Can't lie on Fortnite. It's against the rules.
All right.
Antler combo, baby.
I'm
No,
going.
I
I'm
got
going
it wrong.
Lillard. I think Lillard.
Super clutch.
It's bullshit. he's
Yeah.
the elite point guard. He does it all.
He played for the Trailblazers.
Yeah. It's too bad.
I agree. Lillard.
John Wall.
John Wall.
John Wall.
Actually, never mind. I don't want to go back to it.
You know, Peter commented, "Wow, dudes, double digits, boys moving up in the video feed." Then we
Yeah,
lost
okay.
3 people.
Everyone would be like, oh, I'm out.
Oh, jeez. They didn't do that.
Thank you, Peter, for fucking us over.
For me, underrated. I'm gonna give mine to DeMar
Okay.
DeRozan.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think.
I give you that. That's a good
Ooh,
one.
shout out to Melissa. Thanks for listening. I say DeMar DeRozan. I think that he does get hyped up during the season, but I think a lot of people blame the postseason. And granted, yes, he has had some issues showing up from time to time, but I think a lot of people give him shit for, real, in my opinion, a whole Toronto Raptors team that doesn't show up. And I as much as I love the bromance, I just don't think him and Kyle Lowry are a good fit for success. I think they can win games together, but I don't think they can get. I don't think they're going to achieve the ultimate goal.
But him and Murray will.
Him and Popovich might.
Big Pop.
Big Pop.
He's going to develop under
Ooh,
Pop
David Sanderson.
even more.
Mr. Sanderson. Hello.
What's the next one?
Player I like.
Vince Carter.
Carmelo Anthony.
Wait, is there one about player I love?
There's your all-time favorite. This is
Oh,
just
it's not
player
Vince
you like.
Vince Carter.
See, I keep
This
answering
one
these
just
as
be-
like Jeff asking me players that he likes.
No.
Vince Carter. Vince Carter, just most electrifying dunker in NBA history. In game, out of game. Just the guy is just amazing. He's the GOAT of dunking.
Burger boy. Oh, that's good. Player I like. I do like Joel Embiid. I think he's got potential if he stays healthy throughout his career.
Stops talking so much shit.
I kind of like it though because the league gets softer and softer, and he kind of brings
Harder and harder.
No, he doesn't though. It's more like playful, in my opinion. I think
Mine's
he'd
Ben
go
Simmons.
better. Guy sucks.
You know, I did Kyle and I were talking the other day, and I tried to guess his top 5 favorite 76ers, and I guessed Ben Simmons second overall all time, and it was right. Ben Simmons is already his second favorite Sixer of all time.
In defense,
Over Allen Iverson.
Nope. Oh my god.
When have you ever talked to me about Allen Iverson?
What?
Like I'm saying, like, when have I ever said Allen Iverson was my favorite player?
Well, why wouldn't he be?
Yeah, but he should
he's
still be.
not.
He should still be over Ben Simmons right now.
Like my favorite player in the Sixers back then was Andre Iguodala.
You know, Eric Snow was on that list.
Yeah, he sucks. Kyle sucks. Not Erickson. Kyle sucks.
You know who I used to be really good with in like the 2005-2006 NBA games? Do you remember Damon Jones? I used to be able to hit threes with him from anywhere. That was like the only player that like I got the little meter thing perfect on. Just draining him from all over the place, especially if I put it on rookie.
It's the only way to play sports games.
Who'd you put for your like?
Oh, my like is Anthony Davis.
Yeah, but he's your favorite all time, isn't he?
Favorite Pelican? Oh, yeah.
No.
This is just player you like.
Yeah.
All right. Kendall?
I think Dwayne Wade. Always liked him.
All right.
Respect.
That's fair. I like Dwayne Wade.
All right.
I like that. You guys can tune in, by the way, on the Facebook feed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Questions
live
or
on
askings,
Facebook.
Type them in. We'd love to hear your responses.
The
That
next
way
one
Kyle
we
can
got-
shit all over what you have to say.
Next one we got is NBA player I secretly like. This one should be
Ooh.
good. Might have to think a little bit, but
Currently?
Yep.
Currently?
Well, it doesn't matter. Player you secretly like that you wouldn't tell us you like, but now the beans are about to be spilled. If you know what I mean?
I need just a minute now.
Yeah, I bet you do. Bet you all do.
Trying to have it too much dead air. So,
Klay Thompson.
boo. Really?
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Yeah, mine's Steph Curry.
Oh boy,
Nobody likes you, Martin.
I'm noticing a trend. Kendall, Draymond Green.
Yeah. He's a dirty player. Man after my own heart. I hate him, but I love him.
Is that real?
Yeah, I kind of like people who are, you know.
Mock.
I don't know.
So the Warriors are, like, really not the hated team.
No, they are. But Draymond Green, because he'd be an asshole anywhere.
He should go to Detroit.
This is so stupid.
Say it. Join Draymond and me.
I don't really care
You
for
like
Draymond.
him? Carmelo Anthony is what I heard.
I don't mind Carmelo, but I'm not like it's not like a secret. I mean, I like Steph. I don't know. I don't have. I'm still new to the basketball scene, so I don't have like.
Oh, you've been a lifelong Pels fan now.
Yeah. So.
But only the Pels.
He was born yesterday. So.
After every game, he goes on and he types in on YouTube, Pelicans only game highlights. Do you?
Hey, Rebecca, we're gonna take your phone away from you.
This isn't your personal like group chat. That
You're gonna lose privilege.
Actually, Kendall, don't you technically have access to
Souls
Peter's
likes
Facebook? Can you block
episodes
Rebecca?
Of RuPaul Drag Race.
That'd
I
be
probably
hilarious.
could.
Yeah,
You should block Rebecca.
Whatever.
Ooh,
We're not
Chris
talking
Jankowski,
cars.
join in.
Nice.
Actually,
talking cars.
Chris, if you hang around enough, I want to ask you the question too. Would Joe Flacco be good on the Steelers?
Right now, he's probably
Right now.
going nuts. We should have him on the show. I've tried to get him on before.
Paul,
What?
you didn't answer the question yet.
Which one? Sorry, there's been a lot of things getting thrown around.
Player you secretly like?
Blake Griffin. I mean, I've never really been like openly like
Nerd.
You like Klay Thompson.
Yeah, moo.
that was disappointing.
First you forgot
Yeah,
to do it
I
earlier.
know.
Just
It just
absolute
moved.
disappointment.
You know, you might have been joking about this being your last show, but it's your last show.
You're fired.
You
Fine.
can't do that kind of move. That was a lackluster move.
All right, you guys ready for
Wait,
it?
wait. Hold on.
No, let him clip.
All right, go ahead, Kyle.
Weak.
This is stupid.
Oh, my dad. Hello, father.
You know, Oh, he said hello. Wait. Oh yeah.
That's my dad.
It's weird seeing. It's weird seeing that.
All right. So the next one up is your favorite player of all time. You had to narrow it down to one.
Kirk Heinrich. Captain Kirk.
That is respectable.
John Solomon.
Guy was. Kirk Heinrich was the definition of 3-and-D. That guy could lock anybody down in the NBA. He was so good,
Baker.
especially around the perimeter, and he hit so many clutch threes.
I mean, if I had to pick my favorite, it's LeBron.
Got a LeBron guy in the building.
The GOAT.
You also, Johnny Epps is watching. Johnny Epps, who's your favorite basketball player of all time?
I'll answer for him. It's Eddie House, because it's also one of my favorites.
No, your favorite, not one of. It has to be your favorite.
I know, that's why I said John Solomons.
Oh, okay.
But Eddie House is a close
Kyle,
second.
it's Andre Iguodala.
Either him or Drew Holiday, but I'm gonna go Iguodala.
Oh my god.
You guys ever just wanted to vomit everywhere? Is that the sound Kyle makes on Grindr when he gets a message?
You know, when I first read it, I thought that said massage, and I thought that was way funny.
When he gets a massage. Kyle just mooing, getting a massage.
He's been...
That scene in Family Guy when the cow's getting milk.
Yeah!
Jeff, did you chime in with yours? It's gotta be mellow, right?
It hurts because it's like by a decimal. It's Mello over Nate. I love Nate Robinson, but Carmelo Anthony.
All right.
Through all the lows and the highs.
Yours
And the
is
hookers.
definitely Phil Jackson.
Fuck Phil Jackson.
And then the last one was GOAT, right?
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
Michael Jordan.
LeBron.
Jordan.
Jordan.
Oh, God, guys, please don't ask me to explain.
Explain.
I'd like statistical backups.
Rodman, right?
Wait, did I say Jordan? I meant Jerome James.
We spoke about earlier.
on the show.
The Tank.
I'm still gonna say
Michael
Jordan.
Sweetney.
I gotta get out of here.
I'll take that private stock for that one.
Yeah, you
All
should.
right.
Especially because, like, of all sports too, like in the NBA, you managed to name another player that got benched for being fat.
Peter's weighing in saying Wilt.
Hey, that Sweetney almost killed himself.
Listen,
all right?
That's
Will
true.
Will could have been, but he played in an era where he was like 7 inches taller than everyone else.
Plus, I think if we like were to make a list of like the top 5 GOATs of all time, I think Kareem would be over Wilt.
As a buck.
I also think that
So-
Oscar Robinson would be over.
So are
Wilt.
we going to play this same game, but not basketball?
Yeah, we
Yeah, hockey.
Okay. Oh, God. Jaromir Jagr for everything.
Messier.
I hate Gretzky, but I love Gretzky.
There's gonna be a lot of that going on from the left field.
All right, let's throw in. I got some. We'll get some good debates out of this because everyone knows the name that's going to come to mind. Let's do baseball.
All right.
Let's go ahead and start right with most overrated.
Well, we gotta start with the player we dislike first.
Ooh, okay, go ahead, Kyle.
Say it. Go
Julio
ahead.
Tehran.
Julio Tehran. Who cares?
Me. Fuck him. Overrated ass.
Sal Perez.
Well, is this all time?
Active.
Active.
The only one that doesn't count for all time is favorite player of all time, and the GOAT. Everything else
Do you
is
guys
active.
hear my secret player?
Shut up.
Bryce Harper.
Man, that's tough. It's got.
Oh my God.
Mine is Machado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Fuck you.
Kyle,
All right.
He's not saying he isn't good. He's saying he doesn't like
I
him.
just don't
Why
like
do you
him.
take it so personally?
an
Because he
Amazing-
does it to attack my soul.
No, he's an amazing player. I just don't like him.
All right, fine.
Fuck you.
Peter
If
says
he's a
Reggie
pirate, would
Jackson.
you like him?
No.
Peter says
Think about
Reggie,
it?
Peter says
No.
Reggie Jackson.
I guess I'm gonna lame, but it's gonna be Bryce Harper because he's really.
You're a good man.
Kyle
But
said,
he's in our division.
ooh, Kyle said no to Bryce Harper. It just popped up on my Facebook feed. Defending Bryce Harper.
This is
It's time
kinda
to come
tough.
around. Guy's
It's
got
kind of
great
tough
hair.
because like all the players I hate are kind of gone.
Say it. You hate Ben Attended.
But I really don't.
You hate
Reds-
David
because
Price.
He's a half Red Sox fan.
I do hate David Price.
There we go.
I do hate David Price.
I
What do
pay
you got?
attention to you.
Oh, man.
You really dislike David Price.
Yeah,
If it was a Yankee.
There's so many Red Sox that
I am
he
so happy
dislikes.
he was never a Yankee, Kyle.
There's so many Red Sox that Mock dislikes, but only because Red Sox because they're Red Sox.
Yeah,
It's like the Ezekiel Elliott thing. Like you would cheer for Elliott if he was on a different team.
probably not. He's not a good
Oh no,
guy.
no, Witten. I meant Witten. Sorry,
Witten, yeah.
Yeah, he's like the Mookie Betts of
Whitman,
football.
the poet?
Whitman on the 25.
All right,
Next.
Jeffrey, what do you got for us?
All right. Most overrated player.
Mock.
Aaron Nola.
He's not even rated. Bryce Harper.
I knew it was coming. Just do it.
He's doing that to attack your soul, Jeff.
No, he knows it.
Most overrated.
No, he knows it.
Rick Porcello.
You know what?
Porcello, however you say his damn name.
Porcello, I like it.
It's a good name. He is overrated.
Granted, he just one hit the Yankees, but overrated.
He almost cost Jordan's furniture
Oh,
$100 million.
that would have been
That
so
guy-
funny.
Elliot's
First off-
stroking his ponytail.
That guy would have shit his pants. He was probably watching that game with his little gizzard or whatever.
Yeah. I say this every time, but I met that guy, and he's the worst. I'd actually like to set up a
We're
celebrity
IKEA
boxing match.
people here.
Pete, shut that down.
Most overrated.
Yeah, who is it?
You're looking right at me. I know.
I know. but,
Jacob DeGrom.
No, not at all. Come on.
No, he's fucking awesome.
I don't know.
Oh, now?
Robinson Cano, overrated.
All right. As a Mariner. As a Yankee, you were pretty fucking good.
Yeah, but I hated John Sterling making the call.
Robbie Cano, don't you know?
I hated that.
He's a terrible announcer.
Yeah.
Not really, Kyle.
Yes, he is. Overrated announcer, Ron Searle.
Yeah?
Yeah. And Susan, what's her name?
I don't know.
Waldman.
She sucks. She sucks.
Susan Waldman.
You want a real female commentator. Look no further than Doris Burke.
What do you got there, Riddler?
Well, see, I want to say Cespedes, but he's been injured a lot, so I feel like that's not fair. So I'm going to say DJ LeMahieu.
Okay.
DJ LeMahieu.
I don't know. I just feel like he's like always super hyped. Like I feel like I read a lot of articles about baseball, like when the season's about to
I
start.
put the wrong question. You're wrong.
What?
What? He'd never talked about. He deserves more credit.
No, I don't know. Every time I like read stuff, like I see like talking about like the best players and divisions and stuff like that, and like they always talk about like DJ LeMahieu, and I feel like his stats like don't always add up to it.
Just because he didn't hit the home runs at Coors Field.
Look, you asked the question, and I gave you the answer to the best of my ability. I'm sorry.
All right.
It's opinion based.
Jeffrey?
Baseball's my weakest sport, and that's my opinion.
Wait, what? Did you say Bryce Harper?
Now you said Machado.
Jeffrey Martin.
You better finish that.
Now, why is that, my friend?
Shout out to Kyle for tuning in. Not Souls. He looked
So
out, Kyle
next
got
is
really confused for a
a
second.
player we think is underrated.
Underrated. Hold on.
Jose Abreu. We already moved on to the next question.
He's
we can't
underrated.
go back. I say Jose Abreu because yes, he gets the home runs, but he gets a lot of really like clutch base hits, and he gets on base a lot. He does it when it counts. I think he's underrated, and I think a lot of it has to do with because he came to the MLB so old. Granted, he's only 28, but that's old for the MLB. And he's been around for 3 years now? He came when he was like 25, right? That's pretty old to start your rookie season in the MLB.
Consistent too.
I'll take that back because mine's also going to be somebody I always
And the thing too,
talk
I
shit
feel
about.
like he's not by any means a Gold Glover, but he makes pretty good plays from first base defensively on like not necessarily routine plays.
Underrated player for me is Luis Severino.
Do you want to actually say that into the mic with a full voice?
Luis Severino.
Okay, because when you were like, this is what you sounded like, Luis Severino.
I talk a lot of shit about him, but he's not considered one of the best pitchers, and he has every right to be.
Well, he was until like 3 weeks ago.
It happens
But I mean, like, he was
because
being
they're
talked
fucking
about.
abusing him.
How?
Because they pitch him 8 innings every fucking game.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I want to go back. Damn.
Go back.
No, because if I go back to change my overrated player, that means that Kyle gets another stab at Jeff for the Bryce Harper comment, and I can't do that to Jeff
Do it.
unless he's willing to defend himself.
Do it.
I will not do it.
He already said Bryce Harper's overrated.
Kyle, I am trying to speak.
Sorry.
My underrated player is I keep thinking I want to say like Didi,
No.
but because he started off so hot and then like kind of fell off. I'm saying Didi Gregarious.
That's bias.
So is Abreu.
Yeah, but I don't watch baseball.
I'm going to say Paul Goldschmidt. And I only say that because Arizona is kind of a small market area. Only reason.
It's like the best.
You say every player is going to the desert.
Player in the league.
Well, yeah, but it's a small market.
I would give you David Peralta.
Johnny
I mean,
Peralta.
He's really good.
I mean,
Sorry.
Goldschmidt is really good, but I mean, think about it. Who cares about Arizona?
I mean,
You?
like the people out west that are fighting with him.
Mexico.
They do care.
Me, like last week,
Is that right?
played him.
Sucked. You sucked in that series.
I'm gonna
They
go
should've won game one.
with a guy that I don't know how he's not talked about more. I just think he's kind of boring, but Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, true that.
I
That's a
mean,
good one.
It's like, what, 3 years in a row now?
The
You
show
know who
talks
I'm
him up
talking
pretty
about?
good.
They gave him a steroid test. He passed.
Yeah. He's just consistently been great. And I've never heard of him.
What do you got next, Jeffrey?
Next is just, I said we X-nay the player I like, and we'll just go to player I secretly like. This player I like is kind of just like,
Yeah.
we're already going to do the
We
favorite
know
of all
that.
time.
Yeah, we know that, too.
We talk about sports enough. So let's go to secretly like.
Freddie Freeman.
But you, fuck you.
Daniel Murphy. Breaks my heart every day. There's not a minute that goes by, a second that goes by
Hey, what's up, Tim?
that I don't miss it.
Lincecum?
No,
Oh.
Cohan.
Oh. Hey!
He said
I slept on his kitchen
Daniel
counter one
Murphy.
time.
This guy shit talks Daniel Murphy all the time. This is how much he hates him.
I don't want to cry on the air. Just stop it.
I mean, mine, I have two, and it's going to irritate me, but it's Betts and Benintendi. They're both so
he's
good.
a Red Sox fan now.
I need them to go to a different team so I can actually, like, support them, which Red Sox track history, they will be.
Could happen. Mine's a guy that literally torches my team, but Joey Votto. This guy's hilarious.
Well, I think
Based
he,
out on a great Funko Pop.
Yeah, a
you
lot of
like-
money.
You like the jerseys, I think, more than the
Oh,
color.
yeah. I mean, those Reds jerseys are beautiful.
Really?
Byron Buxton.
The Bucks.
Bucks baby.
So we all pick guys that we all secretly talk shit about, but all love inside.
I don't talk shit about them.
Oh, I do.
Every chance you get.
Daniel, if you're listening, come back.
All right.
How would you like to spend 160 games on the DL? It's like a paid vacation.
Favorite player of all time?
Cole Hamels.
Paul Konerko.
Jeter.
Jose Reyes.
Frank Thomas.
Well, that was very quick around the horn.
That was the quickest around the horn I've ever seen.
And we've been pretty thirsty for the private stock before.
Yeah. All right. So that I got to look up the next one already.
Oh, GOAT.
The GOAT, which
It's going to be interesting.
baseball is going to be definitely interesting.
Well, are you? What do we
The
want
GOAT.
to talk?
Active for all time.
All time.
It's going to be all time.
Well, no, it's got to be all time. God, what does
But then-
GOAT stand for?
Then we kind of have to break it down.
Greatest of all time now.
But I
could
mean,
have done it.
That was so good. God, what does GOAT stand for?
but I mean, do you want to do a pitcher or?
No. GOAT.
Yeah, we're just going to have to do the GOAT.
GOAT.
It's going to be interesting.
Randy Johnson. And I'm serious.
The GOAT of baseball, Randy John. We lost 5 listeners since you said no. Just
No, they lost. They left Jose Reyes.
Once you said Reyes, Daniel Murphy, people started. Next.
I just remembered I have a Sunday to get to.
Nolan Ryan.
Don't go to me next.
Kyle?
Please, you.
Kyle asked.
Ryan Howard.
No.
Babe Ruth, the great Bambino.
Did you ever see the Babe, the movie, played by John Goodman?
I'm going to get
Horrible movie.
yelled
Love
at.
it.
Oh boy.
Barry Bonds.
Oh my God, Kyle, you're fired. You're gonna tell me Bonds is the greatest player ever?
Tell me that he's not.
Kyle.
He's not.
If we went by stats, look at it.
We just read his stats, and he's not the greatest player ever.
Yeah, in Pittsburgh.
Kyle, you're
And in
ridiculous.
most of his career.
You are ridiculous.
Until he did steroids. Boom.
Ricky Henderson.
Why is he giving me that look?
I say Ricky Henderson because he has two.
Sandy Koufax.
He has 2 records that very well could never be broken. Plus, the rest of his stats are pretty good too.
Longevity as well.
Yeah.
Got a
All
hell
right,
of a
fine.
tenor.
I'll change my answer.
No,
No,
it's locked
don't
in.
backtrack.
You're a
It's fine.
bias.
Hank
Own it.
Aaron.
No,
Own
you
it.
can't. See, I won't.
So now you're
respect
gonna say Hank Aaron.
the guy that he broke the record from, right? Is that
Kyle,
moving on?
Jump
We
with
didn't,
Jack
we,
or
didn't,
something.
we didn't have the ability to test for steroids back then. Just
I
saying.
secretly love Tiger.
Tiger Woods.
No, and no. Phil Mickelson.
Mick.
Arnie Palmy.
You just like his drink.
Michael
He's a
Jack.
great golfer.
Oh, Bubba Watson.
Michael Jack Schmidt.
What's his name?
Oh,
All right, football. Football.
All right, player we dislike in football.
Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Kendall, you love him. You're a liar.
You go home later and touch yourself to him.
Matty Ice.
Aaron Rodgers.
Mason Crosby.
What?
I fucking hate that prick.
Player that's overrated.
Joe Flacco.
Don't say it.
What?
Tom Brady.
No, I wasn't going to. I think that, but I'm not going to say that. Jameis Winston.
Good man.
Not even rated.
Shut up, Kyle. You like
Every year we come.
Josh Freeman.
He's coming, and then nothing happens.
Andy Dalton.
Oh yeah.
Kirk Cousins.
Marcus Mariota.
I want to disagree with him so bad, but
When Marcus Mariota
right now
lost
he's right.
When Marcus Mariota lost the ability to run last season, it showed
Yeah.
in all of
Brandon.
his offensive capabilities.
Underrated.
I also, and I'm not just saying this to get an erection at the table, I also think Matt Ryan is very overrated.
You know, this is going much better than the MLB one.
What was the question? Jim?
Underrated.
Drew Brees will always be the most underrated quarterback.
This guy. This guy gets it.
He is.
I don't know what you're doing over there.
Drew Brees is never talked about as the greatest
Oh, I know.
quarterback in football,
It
and he
hurts.
always should be in the discussion.
I agree,
I already said it, though.
Oh,
I-
I'm going to go with Martavis Bryant.
but I really think that you guys are sleeping on Chris Gregg. This is his year. For the past 2 years, it's been his year.
So he
You-
will get hurt again.
You follow him on Instagram, and you see that he's getting ready.
I can't wait for
He's gonna break
I can't wait
out.
for Kendall to have him and finally get fed up with it, needing the roster spot, and he cuts him. He comes back for week 17, catches 6 touchdowns.
See, I would never cut him. That's the problem.
Larry Fitzgerald.
No,
Yeah, around the league he doesn't get loved.
Underrated.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying.
It's wrong.
He's not
He's
considered the-
not
Yes,
underrated.
he is.
No.
How?
When has anybody ever said he's the
mean,
greatest
everybody-
receiver
all
over
in the
the
receiver
media.
today? If you ask for the last 5 to 7 years, no one ever said he's the best receiver in the game today.
I
A good-
totally
good
disagree
amount
with you.
of
You
I,
think
people would
so?
say that, yeah.
yes.
Okay, who's the greatest receiver in today?
Right now, it's Antonio Brown. But Larry Fitzgerald's also old as shit. Over the last 7 years, Larry Fitzgerald has by far been the best receiver in football.
People won't agree with you.
I
mean, yeah.
don't think people are going to agree with you on that, Kyle.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I still
He's
think
got the
underrated.
most sturdy hands in all of football.
Okay, I
This
still
has
think
been
he's
talked, but
underrated.
it's been talked about in the NFL top 100. He's always ranked near the top. Always, even at this age, he's always ranked
Okay,
near the
well,
top.
he should be higher.
Kyle, you're just saying it to try to prove yourself right. The NFL could rank him number 2. Well, he should be number 1.
No,
Do you think he's better than Brown?
no,
Okay, but is he better than Julio Jones?
yes,
You honestly think he's better than Julio Jones
Yes.
right now today?
yes. I think Julio Jones is overrated.
So then why would you not have said Julio Jones?
Anyone want to take this before I call him an idiot?
No, because Julio Jones had.
You are so
4 touchdowns
wrong
last year.
about Larry Fitzgerald being underrated.
I'm not.
He's underappreciated, but he's not underrated. He's always ranked near the top. Always.
I think you're wrong.
Okay. So what are you basing that off of then? Where are your facts
He
coming
was never
from?
considered the greatest receiver.
By who?
Every year that he's been in the league, he was never considered the greatest receiver in the game
So
today.
that doesn't mean that he's That doesn't mean
Yes,
he's
it does.
underrated. No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It's not the
Okay,
greatest.
so is Brown underrated? Because hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people think that Beckham is better than him and Jones is
Well,
better
they're
than him.
fucking stupid, like him.
So like you!
That's a speculation.
You just made the argument that I'm making to you.
Just
So people who
answer
think
that.
that Brown isn't the best, so he's not underrated, the people that don't think it are just stupid.
Whatever. Then you guys are right. Whatever.
drink that Blue Moon. It's probably like a sip left, if that.
You guys are right.
Oh, here we go. New segment. Sad souls. Da-da-da.
Solitudes.
Solitude.
An underrated player.
Matt Castle.
No.
That guy
I mean,
took
for
him
me,
before.
at least the last few years, Demaryius Thomas. He kind of had a fall off, and now he's, haven't really heard anything from him for the last couple of years.
Because
I think-
sucks.
He doesn't, Kyle. He does not suck. He's had Trevor Siemian for 2 years.
When he perked up, I was like, Kyle's got something.
Because he's.
He does not suck.
It does.
I mean,
Well, it's gonna be proved this year who actually sucks: Case Keenum or Demaryius Thomas.
Exactly. That's what I mean. He's had Trevor Siemian for 2 years.
good receivers get open. He can't get open.
Or he has no quarterback to throw him
he
with the
can't.
ball.
No, he just can't.
And
get
he's
open.
been hurt.
listen,
He was healthy last year. The entire.
Yeah,
year.
but
listen. I think it does help a lot having Peyton Manning throw the ball and Brock Osweiler. I just want to say that real quick.
well, the other thing too, though, is don't forget too, he also had like Manuel Sanders during his 7th year in the league breakout season, and then Eric Decker, who decided to put up huge numbers that year and not do anything really since. So he had a good receiving core around him too, which always helps somebody get open.
Yeah.
If you've got 3 people that can score a touchdown from anywhere on the field,
It helps.
someone's one-on-one.
Nick Foles.
I don't know why you said it so quiet. We can't really argue with
Big
it.
Dick Nick.
Big Dick Nick. Underrated.
He's doing good in Philadelphia.
Me
Really?
and Mock's
'Cause he was
dad are
good.
now friends.
He was not
who
good
wants
in
to
When
know
he,
about
had
pizza.
7 touchdowns in
Not
one
good
game.
in St. Louis.
He wasn't good in St. Louis.
But
Doesn't matter. I think he's better than a lot of starting
that
quarterbacks.
also wasn't a great St. Louis team. I think he'd be fine on St. Louis now.
I think he'd be
Well, sorry, L.A.
better
LA.
than
We
a
keep saying St.
good
Louis.
chunk of starting
Yeah, but
quarterbacks.
I
Not
think
all of
I
them.
think any quarterback could be a Pro Bowl quarterback
I'm not
in LA right now because of one person. Cooper Kupp.
I'm not saying he's going to be, a fucking elite quarterback, but I think he'd be better on Tampa than Tampa. I haven't seen enough of Trubisky to say that he'd be better there, but just experience-wise, I'd put him over him. There's a few other teams too.
No, he's better.
Foles is a
at the end of
serviceable
the-
guy.
At the end of the day, he's a backup quarterback right now, and I think he's underrated.
With a Super Bowl MVP.
I know another guy that did a similar thing. His name was Kurt Warner.
I have another underrated player.
What you got?
The starting quarterback
Beanie Wells.
Oh, I know.
for the Baltimore Ravens. Joe Flacco.
Yeah, look at his stats, bro. Look at his record in the last 5, 6
Kyle, your
years.
mom's tuned in. Say hi.
I turned my phone off.
Oh, that's just rude. She can still hear you.
If he has the talent, he's good. He's got
no,
nothing around him.
because he hasn't made. He's been in the playoffs once in the last 5 years.
He's got nothing around him, Kyle.
Doesn't matter. If
How
you're
does
a-
it not matter?
If you're a franchise quarterback, if you're the top of the line quarterback,
Easy.
you push your team to the fucking playoffs. I'm sorry, he cannot do that.
Is Stafford a top of the line quarterback?
Yes, because he's made his team to the playoffs twice.
Oh wait, we're
You
talking
said
Stafford,
he's
not
made the
Bradford.
playoffs twice.
Jeff thought we were talking about Bradford.
Second time.
Every time I try to pull up this stupid
There was a
list,
quick moment-
I space out for a split
There was a quick
second.
moment where I thought Jeff and Kyle were both going out the window.
I also dislike Flacco. So
You're also a Steelers fan.
right, but I side with Kyle a little
I
less
didn't even
passionately.
ask you. Do you think Flacco would be good on the Steelers?
No, I don't. But the reasoning is a little bit different.
Why
I-
not? Just
I just think Flacco. I think Flacco has a similar ability to not evade, but Roethlisberger's a better evader. From being sacked. I think
Ben is bigger and stronger.
He also gets
And
I get
better.
that.
no. He's more evasive. I mean, we look at what could have been. He could be in prison, and he's been on the field.
Well, 'cause he
I
cuffed it.
Oh,
I just think that
Kids.
Ben fits. I hate using this. It's so stupid, but he fits the mold that Pittsburgh has. I just think Flacco could be a starter anywhere.
Yeah.
He could be a starter anywhere. It's not an
So you're
argument.
saying if New England signed him to a contract, he'd start over Brady?
yeah, this guy's he doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's circumstantial.
That's not what he said first, though.
If Brady
No,
didn't
I'm
exist,
fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
but I mean,
yeah, you're wrong though.
I just don't feel that he'd be successful in Pittsburgh. I guess I don't have. I need more time to come up with a better
I'm
argument.
just saying, Flacco and Bumblebee.
Ben runs the offense. That's when they play best. Flacco can't do that.
I'll agree to disagree.
There's a lot of gears turning in Mock's head right now.
Because
No, because when
The
the
reason he's
Steelers-
struggling, though, is 'cause
when
one's
the
going
Steelers'
backwards, one's
offense
going
runs best. Ben's doing no huddle.
So here's something
I
too,
100%
and
agree.
I think I'm not saying that Ben relies on a running game, but I think Flacco was a much better player when Ray Rice was playing at the top of his game. I think that aided his.
so with talent around him.
No, Ray Rice was never that good. I'm sorry.
Kyle, no,
He
that's
wasn't.
wrong. That's
He
wrong.
wasn't.
I'm not saying I'm not crowning Ray Rice at all because that's another guy I dislike, and I didn't think. I mean, he was good, but he was not excellent.
Joe
But
Flacco can't run the game like Ben can.
And I'm not disagreeing with you, Kyle. I'm just saying.
I'm talking to him.
Flacco's great.
Flacco cannot run the game like Ben can. When the
I agree.
Steelers play good offense, Ben is running that offense, not the offensive coordinator.
I agree.
Player I
It's like the Subway commercial.
Am I wrong?
Player I secretly like.
To be honest, Scott, I don't know. But I mean, every quarterback has
When the
headsets in
Steelers
their
run
hel-
no
I mean,
huddle, that's when they're on the top of their game on the
I
offensive
agree.
side.
See, my whole thing with Flacco was never an argument whether or not he was better than Big Ben. It's more or less that he hasn't had talent, and he was good when he had some talent, not Pro Bowl talent, but when he had some talent, he was still a good quarterback, and he's still better than a lot of quarterbacks in the league now.
Also, I'm not saying he's better than Ben. That was never my argument.
But he's better than Ben Roethlisberger. So anyway, Kyle, who's a player you secretly like?
Joe Flacco.
Oh my god, I would shit so hard.
That would have been so. If you said it just for the joke, that would have been hilarious.
All the time it's Ray Lewis.
Well, this isn't all time. Well, I guess we could say, fuck it, who cares? We don't have rules. So it is a murdering.
Today it's AJ Green.
You shit on AJ Green too much, though.
I know, I shit in the Bengals too much.
Whatever, fine. Fine.
Brady. No.
Oh.
No. I mean, I like Julian Edelman
Why?
because I try and get myself to like at least one player on every team.
That's stupid.
No, I do. I like
Just the
Edelman.
guy who has a Tom Brady jersey blanket in his house.
I do like Edelman. He's just a the small, scrappy receiver. I like how he plays.
Oh, by the way, Eric Decker is now the worst person in the world. I used to really like Decker too.
I want to see Decker and Foles play together. Big Dick Nick and Big Dick Decker.
lot of, you know what?
Who's your player there, Kendall?
See, I was gonna go with the Souls route. I was gonna go Ed Reed, but I'm trying to think of today, like secretly like on like a division.
It doesn't have to be a division.
Yeah, but I like a lot of bad players.
Hey,
so
Brian.
That's the
Just
thing.
in time for the end of the show.
Low battery on my end.
You just like the Patriots. You can pick someone on there.
Yeah, but I don't like anybody on the Patriots secretly. I don't. I mean,
Well, why not?
who's their punter there?
But like, see, like this is the thing. Is like you just hate players because they play for the Patriots.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you like Ravens.
I like Ed Reed.
You like the Ravens more than you like the Patriots.
That's not true.
It's true.
That's not
It
true. I like,
is true.
I like them.
Kendall, you literally
No,
just
Kyle, this is what I don't understand about you,
without
Kyle.
taking
Because
a
they beat
breath.
us 3 times in the AFC Championship, and you don't discount that.
You know why?
And
Because I
why?
respect the shit out of Tom Brady.
All right, so you can
I'm
respect
sorry.
him, but you discount the fact that we've lost to them 3 times in the AFC Championship, and it's like, oh, well, I can't.
It's
hate
our
New
fault
England.
we lost to him. We
Kyle,
could
we
have
didn't-
won every fucking game that we played.
My argument against this is that Kendall, without a single breath, was willing to just say, I secretly like Ed Reed, a Raven. I fucking hate people that haven't even suited up for the Patriots yet, though. You hate the Patriots practice squad.
They don't count.
Like, I don't mind Ray Lewis because you know what? He's one of the greatest of all time. And I will say
I
that.
secretly like Cam Newton.
That's your fault.
You want to elaborate on that, Jay?
How about you?
He's pretty cool. he's a positive role model.
Honestly, probably like the trendsetter of Under Armour sponsorship.
Riddler?
Greg Jennings.
What did Cam Newton have at that? They gave him like a box of burgers.
Bojangles.
Bojangles.
And then he got into a verbal argument with Kelvin Benjamin.
I think, first of all, fuck Calvin Benjamin. His quarterback in Carolina was way better than the one he has in Buffalo.
Watch your mouth about Nathan Peterman. That's the next Joe Flacco.
I think it's Josh Allen.
Who cares?
Nah, see, for me, Greg Jennings, I can say that too because it's like,
he had that one catch.
well,
with
it's
a
not even
broken leg.
Yeah, Greg Jennings. Well, the thing too is
He put the team on his back.
over what you guys are talking about too. You got to remember, Greg Jennings played for 2 division rivals.
Yeah.
And then the Dolphins.
See, because like there's people like I'd like to say like Golden Tate, but I've been openly like I like Golden Tate. Same thing with Nate Burleson, Brett Favre. Like
I was hoping you were going to shock us.
No, that will not happen.
Lewis.
No AJ?
All right, what we got left?
There's a special place in
how
hell
much
for you,
time do we got?
right between a naked Tony Romo and a naked
5
Tom Brady.
minutes.
5 minutes. All right, we'll have to.
Let's do it.
Speed round.
Favorite player of all time?
Troy Polamalu.
Brian Urlacher.
Breeze.
Jerome Bettis.
/ Reggie Bush. I can't.
Mine is Eli.
But I'm gonna go Breeze.
Okay.
And
That was a breeze.
ooh, this one it'll get interesting. The GOAT.
Tom Brady.
Yup.
Deacon Jones. No.
He's
Why?
not.
He's the guy who, established basically the sack as being a stat. He molded the position that we kind of know it as today.
He's not the GOAT.
And I'm not saying he's the GOAT, but he's the GOAT.
Jerry Rice.
All right. I wasn't going to make you do that, but now you have to.
I wasn't saying he was the GOAT, but,
But
he's
he's
the
the
GOAT.
GOAT.
You have to do that. He's the
Brady
GOAT. He's the GOAT of the
is
position,
the
but he's not. He's not the
GOAT.
GOAT. He's not the NFL GOAT.
Tom Brady. All day. You know why? Because he beat the Falcons for me
Peyton Manning.
and kept them from their fucking Super Bowl ring.
Also an acceptable answer. Deacon Jones, not acceptable.
Peyton Manning also because he helped us get our first Super Bowl ring by throwing the Tracy Porter.
Are you really going with Deacon Jones?
I don't know.
You can go
I like Deacon Jones. I think,
The GOAT. Kendall's cheetah print glasses.
Deion Sanders.
no, I'd pick Peyton over Sanders. But I think you guys are discounting Deacon Jones, and
I would have
that's-
accepted either Reggie White or someone else.
Kyle,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Sorry, you failed the quiz
So is
this
he?
week.
So he's the GOAT just because he pretty much invented the sack?
well, he didn't invent the sack. What I'm saying is that he's the guy who made, that stat known.
You know what? Fuck it. John Gruden. Get at me. Tell me why he's not.
I can't think of any reasons.
Wait,
You know what?
you're saying he's the
I
greatest coach
wasn't
of all
looking at
time?
this, but I'm
John
glad
Gruden?
that when we were talking about
Yeah,
Greg
he's the
Jennings,
G GOAT.
that Brian was on top of the Darren Sharper, the hardest hit safety in the league.
You're going to sit there and say
And now
John
he's a
Gruden's the
rapist.
greatest coach ever?
Tell me
Now
why
he's
he's
a
not.
rapist. He's
Why
in
is he?
prison? But
One, he's a quarterback guru.
Super Bowl champ.
Okay.
He took over a Tampa Bay team that had no business
Mock,
being in
Mock,
the Super Bowl.
stop trying to discount Gruden.
But I'm asking why he's the greatest
He
coach
got traded to Tampa and then whooped the shit out of his old team in the Super Bowl.
Last coach should be traded.
And then never got any love for it.
There's a whole segment called the Gruden Grinder. That's all you need to know.
We gotta start wrapping up, gentlemen.
You know what?
Beer review.
We
Kyle-
have 3 hours next week.
Kyle, I was all about. Well, you guys only have 2, but I was all about Gruden. I'm Team Gruden. High five. Air high five. There we go.
Gruden.
Kyle, how was your blue moon?
It was fucking great. and I'm
Terrible.
happy.
It sucks.
Could you describe it for the listeners? Could you give a taste profile?
It's a very good citrus beer, and I don't know if I said it right.
I'm ignoring what I saw
All right.
as well.
What'd you think of the private stock?
The private stock, I'm probably going to take another shot of. So give it back.
Mark Sheen?
The Dogfish 60 Minute.
Your mom told us to watch our language.
Hi, Ma. Stop being gross on Facebook.
The Dogfish 60 Minute. I mean, that's probably the most common
Around the horn.
IPA out there.
Incorrect.
Well, all right.
But everywhere you go, everyone's
Some-
got the Dogfish.
Somebody who works in the industry can tell you that it's wrong.
Okay, you're right.
Founders all day IPA.
But the 60 Minute, it's available everywhere. It's a good beer.
Around the
Get
horns.
it,
Yeah, unfortunately.
Brian. You'll like the Dogfish 60 Minute. Get out there, buy a T-shirt. Everybody out there, buy some shirts.
Well, that was gonna be our next plug after we did our thing.
Grab a shit.
I had the former Gandhi Bot, now known as G Bot. It's a double IPA.
Uh-oh.
It's my favorite craft beer.
It works out perfect because Kendall, the former Steelers fan and now Tom Brady fan.
That's incorrect.
no, he likes the Ravens.
Let me ask you a question. Okay?
Kyle, we're out of time.
I know. We
Charged
have.
for overage. Oh, sorry.
Oh, never mind. Well, that's after the show.
J Mart, the tanker truck.
The tanker truck. So,
Marissa, way to tune in.
Wow, better late than never. So, I mean, it sounds pretty fruity. It is pretty fruity, but I
You're a little
I
tutti
like
frutti.
Ghost's. I enjoyed this one. There's a ton of flavor going on. It's better than just kind of like the lime and the geyser ghost.
Kyle, how would
That's
you
the one
pronounce
that
ghost?
I liked to begin
Oh, your
with.
dad
This
said
one
he's
you
gonna
get a
bring
lot
beer
of
in 3
different
weeks.
flavors.
That is
Even
true.
when you're interrupted, you get a lot of the flavors.
Right.
You know.
I follow you.
Sorry.
My dad's going to be on the show in a few weeks with us, and he's going to
Nice.
bring... I think we're going to do almost like a Czech beer tasting type event.
That sounds awesome.
So That's coming up.
I'm
I'll
excited.
bring my own pills.
We got
in
our first game that day.
Yeah, you're not going.
And then I had the Bloomerang from Two Roads and Industrial Arts. It was delicious. It's got the haziness of Too Juicy, but the bitterness of the
Souls.
the wrench from Industrial Arts, and it's got a hibiscus add into it. It's got a very pink muddy color to it. I'm not really a huge IPA guy, but it was pretty good. I'd give it a 9.1 out of 10.
Kyle, your mom said we did a great job, so we can retire. Thank you, Mama Souls. We're
Stop
out.
being gross on Facebook.
We're out.
Hello, Marissa. Yes, I posted the link this week. It's always been there. This
Yes.
time I made it so you could find it.
Be sure to buy T-shirts. They're
Buy shirts.
like between $12 and $14, depending on color
Yeah.
and size and all that nonsense.
The,
Either way, though, it's a great cause. Support local,
us.
drink local, buy
And then
local.
come wear your shirt on our show.
The link for the shirts can be
And we'll
found
shit on you.
on our
No,
Facebook
I'm just kidding.
page.
We love all of you.
All of us have been sharing it. Rita, says she's going to buy a shirt. We don't know yet.
Nerd.
I share it when I'm told.
We're gonna say this every week until it's done. If we sell 75 shirts, we will chip in and we will buy Kendall a Tom Brady jersey that he has to wear on the show every
Yeah.
week
All right.
during
From
football
Kohl's,
season.
like one of the replica ones.
If that happens,
No, it's from China.
Oh, Sam, my brother's girlfriend, popped in for the last 30 seconds. Hello, Sam.
Hello. So 75 shirts. If we can sell 75 shirts, Kendall's getting a fake replica Tom Brady jersey, so we don't spend a lot of money, and he will wear it on the show every week during football season.
Be sure to find us on Facebook and Instagram
I'm gonna pee on it.
at
You're still gonna wear it.
at Getting Sports with Drunk. Twitter is
I'll wear
GSWD_4.
Make sure to use the hashtag GSWD, whether it's getting into heated debates with your best friends or crying like a little bitch because you missed Daniel Murphy.
Daniel.
Subscribe to us. We're on iTunes, Podbean, Google Play, and iHeartRadio. We're here every Sunday. Starting next week, we're launching our 3-hour format.
Wait,
Even
let
though
me get this
Kendall
right.
and Kyle
Let me get this
will-
straight.
or
An
Mark and
extra
Kyle.
hour of
Private
Flacco.
You're going to hell.
Yeah,
I'm
next
already
week,
there,
next
baby.
week, the 19th, we're starting 10 to 1. Whole extra hour of Kyle. Get ready.
Well, except me and Mark. We won't be there for 3 hours.
Well, we got to leave a little early, but
Yeah, now that we've decided to move to 3 hours, they're going to start bailing
Very
after 2 hours every show.
every Tuesday and Wednesday, you have the Peter Pino show here on PPRN from 7:30 to 10:30 at night. Check them out. A lot of good stuff going on there.
New format.
New format coming. I believe the 15th. Everything is changing.
So until
Hello,
next
Jason.
week. Oh, yes. Hello, and thank you to everybody who tuned in. But until next week, I'm your host, Cupcake the Riddler.
I'm Mark.
Sheen Washable.
Yep.
I'm Yoshi.
Pay attention. I'm J Mart.
And I'm the Red Baron.
No.
Yeah.